Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Bronze Reaper podcast. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins, and we have a good show today. FBA's unite, I mean FBA unity or division. No, FBA unity dividing or uniting Black people. Um, to me, that's always a good question, and it's always a great topic to talk about because we have people from inside foundational Black American or outside of foundational Black American talking. So it's to me, it's always a great conversation. Give me a second, everybody. I'm still getting everything started. After this, I'm gonna eat. What's it?
It's now 4:30. It's now.
Mm. All right, there we go. So I still got a great announcement. I'm still picking the day of the recording of Bronze Reaper. Beginning wisdom was it freedom begins at the end. That's what it's gonna be called. Bronze Reaper. Begin freedom begins at the end. Um I hope you like the title. I think it'll be a it will surprise a lot of y'all about my life and things that's going on and stuff, and you will find out great things about me. So definitely stay tuned. And I hope you like it. I won't be putting out a trailer or a teaser, but I'm debating should I make it members only. You know, you'll see me actually. I was gonna start wrestling back today, but I think I want to start it next week. And the reason why, because I want to do a little bit of recording and just good shit, and you will see the other side of which y'all don't see in the Bronze Reaper podcast. You'll actually see how much work I'll do, and you'll appreciate it. Not as a black and white person thing, but just as a human thing of what I do, what I go through, what's my life, the things, that that fix my life. Give me a second. But yeah, I'm gonna say this. This might be my first documentary I will do, but I'm gonna say this. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of everything that I am doing, everything that I am gonna have to go through and show, and um, I will talk about family and stuff like that, and just the whole 9 yards. And I always tell people all the time, everybody has a story to tell. It's just how you're gonna tell your story. You know, how you gonna tell your story? I always look at things like that. I don't think we're gonna have a Thursday show because I do have an event to go to. I do have an event to go to in Everett. So that's gonna be great. That's gonna be super dope. I'm actually you'll see me how I work out, what I eat, the shopping, and all this other cool shit. You'll actually see that the great things of my life and the things that I do, and the style I wear all the time, and like you'll see me a lot in t-shirts and shorts, but when you really see me at the forum, you'll see me like this, so but I'll show you a picture of everything and why, like, you'll see the philosophy of everything that I have accomplished. I won't show you Father Time because I will. I want to see how this will turn out, and I will do a part two. Um, everybody's. I'm gonna say this. Everybody's gonna see the great things of me. And shit that I go through and stuff like that, and why I always take care of myself. And I might even show you my grandmother, my love of my life, my grandmother, and you'll see where I get the attitude from. I don't have an attitude like my father or my mother. I have a attitude like my grandmother. And the thing about it, me and my grandmother's birthday is exactly a week apart. Mine's is May 8th, hers is May 1st. You know, I will actually even get a new tattoo during this project of what we are doing and stuff. You'll see. It's like I said, it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a banger of what's going on, and um, just everything. I am gonna finish certain tattoos, but I think the next tattoo I'm gonna get, it's gonna be like at least 2.5, 3 hours. My back took 4.5 to 6 hours, so yeah. And this is with including details and stuff like that, and it's you're gonna see a different side. But let's get into the show, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the live chat. Also, don't forget to share, because when you share, I need you to share to 5 different platforms or 5 different people, and I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna share to Wiz Mason, my business partner, if he's not already watching. But this will be a great show that we are gonna talk about. I think we will solve more than we think we're gonna solve. Give me a second, everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna share it to Wiz Mason. This will be a great show that we are going to talk about. I think we will solve more than we think we're going to solve. And the reason why I believe we're going to solve more than I think we're going to solve, because the real question is, what is foundational Black American unity? Um, I believe this is where we should start from. But before we get into that, and I'm gonna wing most of this stuff out today. Oh, let me cancel my wrestling because yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's gonna be fucking busy. And they're gonna be so proud. They're gonna be so, hey, you're back. And like, yeah, I'm back. Got into some situations, but yeah. What's going on with Mason? I just shared it to you. Shout out to you, player. Um, but I'll tell you how my day was. Today is Thursday. I do have to work overnight tonight, so I will be making some shorts. I know I've been lacking on the shorts. I'll make more shorts so y'all can have more conversations and stuff. And shout out to Shabaka. I know I don't give you a lot of shout outs, Shabakas, but shout out for you to having the conversations in the shorts. And not you and Dorsey and everybody who I convo. Who's the other dude? I seen a new guy today. And shout out to him, man. Give me a second. What's this guy's name? Oh, it's not letting me see it no more. Well, it's this guy's name. I think he's Muslim. He started a conversation, and shout out to him, man. Y'all be having the great conversations, man, and that's what I want to do. To me, I don't care who's right or wrong. Only I do care about reparations. I will tell you that, but I care about more of a. I care more about conversations that we can have. I think that's very important. I think those are conversations we should be having. You know, because I'm gonna say this: the Bronze Reaper Media is a community of all different types of backgrounds: Jamaican, Haitian, Caribbean, Latinos, African, Pan African, white supremacies, and a white American, Irish American, all etc. Muslim, Israelite, Jewish, Christian, doesn't matter, Catholic. It's the conversations that we can have, you know. And if you can have it on my show, why not? Why not? Why not? Why can't I, orchestrate it? You know, and that's how I look at it. But just let's jump into the topic because we're going to talk about this for 15-20 minutes. Then after that, we'll jump into the videos. So this is what I said. I think people are scared of foundational Black American unity. Everybody been scared of Black unity for a very long time, from the FBI to white supremacists, white communities. You know, the whole 9 yards. You know, give me a second. Let me fix this. I personally believe that's the strongest thing in the world right now. You know, we could go biblical. The Israelites, I think the Israelites would have been a little bit stronger, and they talk about this in the Bible if they kept God's laws and commandments, as they always say. So definitely, Black Americans, if we stick together, no matter how we feel about somebody and whatnot, I believe, we can achieve more than what we're achieving. You know, we could, and I'm gonna say this: y'all can have any type of ideology all you want, but I will. But if we stick together as Black Americans, not Black diaspora, because we know how that goes. Because we're dealing with so many. As I will say, it's a melting pot. It's a pot of a lot of fuckery. You know, I'm not saying it wouldn't work. Do I believe in it? No, I don't believe in Black diaspora unity. Um, and the reason why, because Black Americans been trying to do the Black diaspora unity for a very long time. You know, can it exist in this time? Yeah, anything's possible, as Kevin Garnett said. Anything is possible. You know, yeah, anything is possible. But how who is going to work hard for it? You know, who's going to work hard for it? Is it only one community? Is it all of us? It's that's what you got to think of. But yeah, as I always say, somebody's going to have to fight for it. Black Americans have been fighting for unity for a very long time from the Black diaspora. You know, the thing about that is just nobody didn't stay on point. Like I'm gonna be real frank. I think Black unity started in 2019, 2018. You know, I think that's when people really wanted Black unity. I don't think Black unity started in the early 50s or the 40s or the 30s when we were talking about this with them. You know, and that's the tough part about it, because that's the tough part of having these type of conversations, because somebody can say different, but the receipts that we do have is in the 40s and the 50s, when Martin Luther King went to the AE was it the AES, and he said, well, you know what? If we stick together, we have unity, we can actually, achieve more than we are achieving. A lot of them said, like, yo, I want to handle what's going on in this country. You know, I rather handle what's going on in this country. And I wouldn't say I'm mad. I'm not mad because at the end of the day, that's their choice. But the thing about choices is when other people make choices, it has to be respected. Choices have to be respected. You know, I'm gonna say this: the real question, and this is and this is just how what I think. You know me. I really don't like. Oh, I feel like I feel that. No, we're not gonna do that today. I'm gonna be what I believe. Um, I do personally believe that if Africa would have jumped on board with what was going on in America, um, a lot of stuff could have been prevented in their country. You know, and as I always say, I can be wrong. Anything I can be wrong. There you go. I can be wrong, and the reason why I say I could be wrong because at the end of the day, I'm not right all the time. I'm not right all the time. You know, I'm sorry, everybody. Give me a second still. I personally, I'm gonna tell you, I personally don't like to do 1 o'clock shows and stuff like that because I still gotta work out. Especially, I didn't work out in the morning, so it's a thing. Give me a second, everybody. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, everybody. I was reading something. Um, um, Hold on a second. Hmm. All right, cool. Um, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sharing and stuff. That's why that was my, long, wait to things. Let's see. We are now live on YouTube. Hold on a second. There we go. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. We will be watching a few other videos today. I apologize, everybody. I'm just there's so much stuff going on and stuff. People almost getting killed out here. Um, I lost because of you. Oh, I think Fletcher lost his belt. Oh, hit him with the rainmaker. Damn. But yeah, yeah, 300,000 a month. to be his girlfriend and admitting she been having his baby if he keeps treating her like this. Damn, yo, these Africans are tricks out here. Like these Africans that are in this world, like in this football world. Like when I say football, everybody, I mean like the football, like soccer. When they're in the soccer world, a lot of them are tricks out here. I didn't know it. I didn't know it like that, man. I didn't know they were tricking off like that. So yeah, but they are, man. And it's all right if you're a trick, man. Some people got it, some people have it, some people don't. And I can't be mad that you don't have it. No, live on YouTube. Uh, but yeah, you're gonna see a. I'm gonna say this. You're gonna see a lot of great things today. Get this one right here. Is is now live on YouTube. Oh no, that's X. Um, but yeah, yeah, it's like I'm sorry, everybody. I'm almost done. But yeah, it's. Let's talk about the conversation. I apologize. I'm doing too much right now. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Um, so my whole thing on FBA Unity, we're gonna figure out what is FBA Unity. What's going on, Armageddon BX? Shout out to you. Boston's all right. It's chilling. It's chilling. I heard a tornado is supposed to hit, or not a tornado, like a rainstorm is supposed to hit today or tomorrow. I don't know. I still got to get some more information on that. But yeah, but when you're driving, you don't really care. I'm about to get me a second car anyway. So yeah, I'm about to get me a Grand Cherokee 2021. Um, I will say this: the Black Unity. I think the question is, what is Black Unity? Black Unity is Black Americans from the Black diaspora sticking together, holding everybody down when situations happen. It happens as a whole. So and I always tell people this. I don't know why people are scared of Black Unity, but I understand it. People got to understand Black Americans have been defending people forever. We've been defending Pan Africans, Africans, Caribbeans, like the whole situation where what was it? Like the whole thing with the little Caribbean guy who got killed in Texas by Amy Geiger. She talked about she ran up in the wrong house. Those were Black Americans, FBAs, banging down the doors, talking about like, yo, y'all niggas need to handle this problem. Shit ain't gonna be sweet out here. And this we was talking about our celebrities. As much as you don't like Black Tariq Nasheed, Tariq Nasheed was in the front line when that shit happened. The FBI's was running down in that nigga's house talking about, hey yo, niggas better slow this shit down. This shit could get really spooky out here. But we didn't see no Caribbeans. We didn't see the Pan Africans. We didn't see the black and brown unity. We didn't see none of that. All we seen was Black Americans holding this Caribbean guy down. Then the brother did this little funky shit where he started hugging the fucking the lady who killed, talk about he wanted a good relationship with the girl who killed her fucking brother. Like this is the shit that, and I'm gonna be personally frank about stuff. This is the shit that we actually really go through. Like, why do we have to go through shit like this? Like, why? Oh, malaikum salam, malaikum salam. Um, we good over here. We good. We chilling, Ali. How's everything over there with you on your side? But yeah, it's a headache, man. You know, it's a headache, and this is why I always explain to people that like Black American unity is Black American unity. FBA unity is Black American unity. Black Americans dependent on other Black Americans. We're not dependent on anybody else. You know, and we can't act like other people don't do it. The Asians depend on the Asians. The Africans depend on the Africans. The Arabs depend on the Arabs. You know, the small hats depend on the small hats. Nice, nice, nice. That's good to always hear, Ali. It's always good to hear that. You know, but yeah, it gets frustrating, and this comes from me. It gets frustrating when Black Americans always be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that," and here comes a funky ass Pan African or a Caribbean or somebody from the Black diaspora to say that, "Oh, you can't do that. It's not gonna work." Like, why would we want to be with these type of niggas? And I'm gonna say this: why would I want to be a Pan African, especially in 2026, when they have this pessimistic attitude? Every time we do something right, every time we do something great, here comes the Pan Africans. That's not gonna work. Watch, it's not gonna work. We need to be all together. Nigga, we tried that. We tried that. We tried that. Our grandparents tried that. Our mothers and fathers tried that. Our great grandparents tried that. Our great grandparents tried that. The shit just doesn't work. We even tried to let one of y'all lead. And all that y'all did was scam. Marcus Garvey is a known scammer. It was the white supremacist that was protecting him. We was protecting him for so long until he started doing that bullshit. And the thing, this is the thing I personally don't get and will not and don't want to get is that every time we expose these scammers and it helps you and it helps us as a community, y'all want to defend this motherfucker and talk about he's an honorable freedom fighter. Can we stop doing that? If we find out somebody's a scammer, and let me tell you something, I'm gonna even say this. Y'all talk about Tariq Nasheed as a scammer. What did he scam? Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? We always say he's a fucking scammer. Where is the evidence? Oh, look at he could that's not a museum. That's not an evidence. That's an excuse. He's stealing everybody's money. How? He's a multimillionaire. He's stealing money from the Hidden Colors. Nigga, are you serious? He's doubling the money. Whatever money you give, he's doubling that. What is we talking about? He's being divisive. He's dividing us. How is he dividing us? He said we live in mud huts. Really, nigga? These are the things that we have to go through with these people. And it's sad. It's really sad. Like, come on, man. I understand if he's really hurting the community, but this nigga's out here in the community and actually really helping the community and helping these people, no matter if they're Caribbean or FBA or non FBA. He's helping these people. Did he push? Does he give pushback? Absolutely. If you're giving some money, if you're giving some resources and help, why wouldn't you um why wouldn't you question anything? Like, what's the real problem? Like, I personally feel like I know what the problem is. And this is even with the black diaspora. I think everybody likes when black American is on the bottom, is at the bottom of the barrel, because they feel like they're not going to get picked on. They feel like the white supremacist isn't going to pick on them. Like, real talk. Give me a second, everybody. Um, and I really feel like they think that they're scared, and they love the white supremacy. They love that system because first they don't gotta be home where they have to eat monkey knuckles and all this other shit. They can eat good here. And second of all, nobody knows their history. Nobody don't know their past of their tribes and whatnot. That's what it really is. And like I said, I get it. You don't want to be the you don't want to be the no the butt of the jokes. But at the end of the day, you have to understand black Americans have been protecting you for a very long time. They have been protecting non-black Americans or foundational black Americans for a very long time. It wasn't the Pan Africans. The Pan Africans was taking you and my money, wasting mine and your time. But once we start talking about unity for us, oh wait. What about us? Like, these conversations get very messy, and the reason why these conversations get very messy because at the end of the day, people don't want to tell the truth. A lot of people don't want to tell the truth. They don't want to say, well, okay, you know what? FBA really isn't a hate group, but I hate what they do. I hate how they move. I can, like, put it this way. Target could give me some discount shit and I can love it, but I can hate what they do as a business person. And this is how we're taking and this is how we're taking a fucking lineage. We're taking a lineage that helped everybody. Everybody. My lineage helped everybody. And just disrespect my lineage. Now when black Americans like, hold up, I'm not gonna let you talk about my people like that. This shit can go left. Oh, look how violent he's trying to be. No, this shit could go left. We seen Marquette yesterday. Marquette's video, he was telling the guy, yo, what did you say? Yo, shit can go left. And today, I'm a switch it up today. I'm gonna have Pan Africans talk and tell them how they feel about Tariq Nasheed and Foundational Black America. How do they feel about him? Let's see how reasonable are they. Because to me, they just hate this man just to hate this man. This man has put out documentaries for you, and your people didn't support that. Your people didn't support that history, but they benefit off of it. Nobody wasn't screaming 1804 fucking 10 years ago, 10, 20 years ago. It was Tariq Nasheed is the reason why they were yelling 1804 and the great things about Africa and the Caribbean countries. It was the great things that he did. Now all of a sudden he wants to talk about Black Americans, want to tell the truth about hip hop and say, okay, yo, technically, I ask the elders, is this where hip hop came from? Niggas got mad about it. They didn't get mad at the source. They got mad at the man who put the source out. They got mad at the messages basically. How the fuck you getting mad at the messenger when he's saying what your peoples are saying? I'm just I'm just I'm just repeating what the message is. I'm repeating what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is not really great. How can we me ask y'all a question? Y'all fear FBA unity so bad that y'all don't understand, like, once FBA gets on top, you think they're gonna forget about y'all? But the shit that y'all are doing now, they're gonna forget about you. They're gonna be like, yo, fuck these niggas. If these niggas go back, we got what we got here. Fuck that. We ain't fucking with them. They're gonna have to handle that shit by their own self. Y'all ain't gonna like that because at the end of the day, it's you're not gonna like that because you can't benefit off of it. You can't benefit off of saying that, okay, you know what? Yeah, he is right. He is not FBA. I mean, I'm not FBA, but I can't benefit off of it. You think people gonna look at you as less than? Black people gonna love you no matter if you're good or bad or what you did. Well, they're gonna love you if you're good or bad, but they're gonna love you regardless of who you are and what your status is. Only thing Black Americans has ever told anybody is stay on code. Stay on code. Y'all couldn't even do that. Y'all couldn't even do that. Now, the question is, now we found out what foundational Black American is. What is a foundational Black American unity? Staying on code, fighting for what we need to fight for ourselves, for our community. If we're gonna jeopardize or we're gonna sacrifice for us. We're not sacrificing for anybody no more. Let me ask y'all a question. Would you want to sacrifice for these people who are very ungrateful, who just comes over here, calls you lazy, say that you're drug dealers, baby mamas, single parents, killers? Do you really want to sacrifice for these type of people? I don't. I would never. To me, it has no purpose. That's all I see. I see no purpose. Give me a second. Sorry, hold on. Mm. But yeah, like I said, man, it's coming to a point where I feel like a lot of y'all is gonna have to defend for yourself because y'all made the environment like this. Y'all made this environment like this. Now, when Black Americans say like, "Yo, you know what? That's it. I'm good. I'm not doing no more, no less." These people are gonna have to defend for themselves. These people are gonna have to figure it out. You can't get mad about Black Americans saying that, yeah, nigga, defend for yourself. You know, you'll figure it out. Hold on, it's no. And it comes to a point. You know, but y'all gonna have to get y'all shit together because, like I said, y'all burnt a lot of bridges. Y'all burnt a lot of bridges where Black Americans don't want to help anymore. You know, you'll figure it out, and I have to say that you'll figure it out because how can a Black American help you when you did what you did? You know, give me a second. 21 hours. Okay, we did like almost damn near 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours in a matter of what, less than 24 hours. That's what's popping. But yeah, it's just y'all gonna have to get the shit together. You know, a lot of y'all getting some pushback. A lot of y'all are a lot of y'all gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of y'all gonna have to figure it out, man. There is no more black diaspora unity. You know, that shit went out the window when you started disrespecting black people. Started disrespecting Tariq Nasheed, and Tariq Nasheed was your biggest supporter. You know, yeah. But yeah, y'all gonna have to figure it out, man. And I'm gonna say this. I know y'all feeling the pressure. The pressure's serious. I know it doesn't feel good, by yourselves and stuff, and y'all have people that can be on the front line for you. But it's hold on one second. Yeah, but you burnt the bridges. That's the thing. Y'all burnt that bridges with us. You know, y'all burnt those bridges. And I personally, I wanted to help Africans and Caribbeans. You know, it's no, that shit's out the window. No more. It's a wrap. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You know, it's not gonna happen, and I'm gonna say this. I think things would have been very. I think things would have been very much better for y'all if y'all would have just listened and fall in line with Black Americans. Y'all didn't even want to do that. Y'all wanted to give Black Americans a hard time. Y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all didn't even want to listen to Black Americans. You let me tell y'all something. Y'all think y'all smarter than the fucking creators, the innovators, the influencers, everything. We made all this shit. We created all this shit. But y'all didn't want to y'all didn't want to accept it. Y'all did not want to accept it. Hold on one second. Give me a second, everybody. Start. Next. 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 No, we're not doing that. Give me a second, everybody. Oh man. Yeah, I was just getting cooking too, man. And everybody, I put super chat back on too and everything. All right, everybody, I'm putting all this stuff back on for y'all. So just give me a second. Let me turn all of this stuff on for y'all. Because I know y'all like super chat. Um, Let me see how it looks now. See if it's back on. Give me a second, everybody. Let me check something real fast. Yada yada yada. YouTube. All right, everybody. Super chat is back on. Um, I'm just letting y'all know super chat's back on, everyone. And thank everybody who been asking me about super chat and stuff. I appreciate the super chat. Hit the super chat button and everything. Shout out to y'all. Um, but I do want to say, like, yo, a lot of this stuff could have been prevented. Foundational Black American unity could have it could have benefit a lot. It could have benefit everybody. But now I feel like, and I'm gonna say feel. I feel like they push Black Americans to a point where it's just we don't want to support the shit no more. We don't want to support it. And I get it. Like I said, I get all of that. I understand how people feel. You know, people feel like, oh, yo, what the fuck is really going on and stuff. Why these Black Americans don't want to fight for us anymore? What's their? Do they hate us? No, we don't hate you, but we don't want to fuck with you either. You know, that's how I look at it. We don't really want to fuck with you like that. So it is what it is. I like I said, I feel like y'all gonna have to figure it out, man. It's gonna come to a place where y'all gonna have to figure it out. Y'all gonna have to figure it out a big bunch because y'all burnt these bridges with Black Americans. Y'all burnt these bridges with Black Americans, and Black Americans was, like I said, was your biggest supporters. Now y'all having an outrage of what's going on, and I came here to tell that. I'm here to say that, because it feels like nobody want to take no responsibilities. SBAs will need Africa in diaspora long before Shabaka. So why is everybody talking about FB? Why is everybody talking about black diaspora unity? Why are they talking about unity? If you're gonna need us more than we're gonna need you, why are your people talking about unity right now? Let Can you answer the question? You talk about all the resources and shit that you got, but you don't control it. Your people don't control it. The Europeans controlling that. But you want us to fight for you to get those back, right? Right? You know? You want us to fight for your freedom, but when it comes to Black Americans, y'all don't want to fight. Y'all always have some different plan of what you want to do with our struggles. That's the real problem. This is why we have our own flags. This is why we have our own stuff. This is why we say, like, yo, there will never be any unity. I know you meant to say there will never be any. There was never. Oh, there was never any unity. Okay, yeah, I apologize. Yeah, I'm getting you right. It was always one sided, and this is what we see right now. It's a one sided thing that they always trying to stick on us. You know, Armageddon, you're right. You're right about that. And we can't be, I'm gonna say this, we can't be mad about that. We cannot be mad about that. We try to make it work. We tried everything. We tried everything. But what else do they want us to do? What else they want us to do? Keep on going. Let me ask you a question, Shabaka. Do you still want black Americans to deal with African disrespect? Is that what you're saying? You think we have been we have be wait, what? We have been organizing probably we've been organizing with the world. There's already Pan-African unity. Where is that Pan-African unity? Africa accept. They don't accept Pan-African unity, Shabaka. There's only a few of y'all. You got to stop lying. We seen videos, Shabaka. I have. You know what? Thank you, Shabaka. On tomorrow, we're gonna do a long ass show on. Is there where is Pan African unity? Where is the Pan African unity? I think that's what we're gonna talk about. I think. Thank you, Shabaka. I think we should talk about that tomorrow. Right here. But yeah, Shabaka, we can't keep lying like this. I think all this lying is bad, and that's a very vague thing to say. What country is there Pan African unity at? Please let me know. You can't say Nigeria. They're out here scamming and running and fleeing. We can't say Ghana. Ghana don't really fuck with anybody. They're trying to infiltrate Black American reparations. Like where? And I know what's his name, Think Tank, Afro Think Tank. He believes there is African Pan African unity. I don't see it. You, Dr. Umar, I don't see these people. Shabaka, show me these people. Can you please show me these people? Shabaka, can you show me these people where there's Pan African unity at? Where are these places called? What is these organizations called? Can you tell me? Or is this all AI? Shabaka, again, can you show me? Can you show me or show me some type of receipts of Pan African unity? You're just saying something. What are these places called? Remember yesterday? St. Michael's saying, where did I get my information of the genetics of white people? And I showed him, even though he didn't want to accept it, I showed him it. I showed him where I got it from. I said it was the Morris Commit people that said that. He didn't want to accept it. I'll start with the alliance of the. What is these places called, Shabaka? Shabaka, you just don't know. Just say you don't know. Like, I don't know. You don't know, Shabaka. You don't know. All that sucker shit you've been doing, you don't know. That nigga really think he know Shabaka. It doesn't exist. Clearly, it just doesn't exist. And you're smoking too much weed, and you think the shit exists, right? What are the places called, Shabaka? You just told me was it Shalit? Was it the Alliance of the Shalit States? What is that? Let's look this up. What Shabaka is talking about? All right, everybody. Oh, I got it right here. Let me open. This nigga Shabaka's bugging. Three. Give me a second, everybody. Three. Here's the thing. Um, the AES? Is that what you're talking about? The AES? Are you talking about the AES, Shabaka? Yo, Shabaka, you're bugging. Where is this unity at? These are all tribal countries that fight each other, Shabaka. I'm just like, where's this? Senegal got so many games. Gambia got so many games. What was that? Malatari got so many games. Grenada got so many games. Mali had so many. Burkina Faso got too many games. Niger has so many games. Chad has too many games. Ca- Cameroon niggas is trying to get out the country. Sudan niggas is using camo piss to wash their hair spiritually. What are we talking about, Shabaka? These have too many tribes, man. It's called yeah, Alliance of the. All right, I'm gonna read it to you, Shabaka. It's a semi-armored transition zone spans around Africa between the Sahara Desert and Savannah. It typically includes 10 primary countries. I already just named the countries. The terms also specifically refers to a recent geopolitic bloc. That's all it is, Shabaka. That's all it is. All three nations are governed by military junta and finally finalized their exit from the economic community of Western African states. What is Shabaka? They're not uniting anybody. What are you talking about? I'm asking you, what are you talking about? What are they supposed to do, Shabaka? How are they uniting black Americans? Please tell me how they're uniting black Americans. I don't care where the word came from, Shabaka. If they can't unite Africa, they're not Shabaka. They couldn't even unite 10 countries. You said three, but that one said 10. They're trying to unite 10 countries. I named the 10 countries. That's cool and shit, Shabaka. But who are they liberating? They're still colonized by the Europeans. Why are we talking about these people? Why are we? Be active. I'm sorry, Shabaka. This was be active saying all this stupid shit. Be active. We don't care because you know what? They're not liberating anybody. They're still colonized by the Europeans. Am I right? Yes, 3 countries, but they're saying that they're trying to unite with 10 countries. Shabaka. Those 3 countries is not going to liberate fucking Africa. They're not. They're not going to liberate. They're not going to liberate Africa. And this is where we have a problem, Shabaka. You want Black Americans to unite with people that are still colonized. These people are still colonized, Shabaka. We already tried this. We already tried that, Shabaka. We tried it in South Africa. We tried it in Nigeria. Where else did we tried it in Congo? And I love Congo, but nigga, it's not my problem. Shabaka. That is that doesn't help Black Americans. That don't even help the Caribbeans and Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago's. It doesn't help them, Shabako. So what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Like, let me, like Shabaka. I already know the answers about the FBA with you. You already told us multiple times. The reason why you don't like foundational Black Americans because they don't want to help the Africans and the Caribbeans. I get that. Now be active. Now the question is to you: why don't you like Black American Unity? Foundation, also known as Foundational Black American Unity. What is your problem about that? What is your problem? I need to know what your problem is. Because we're gonna about to, within 5 minutes, we're about to jump into 4 shows. Shabbat, be active. What is your problem with foundational Black American Unity? No, they didn't, Shabaka. They're still colonized. They're still using the they're still using European currency. They're still using their oppressors' currency, Shabaka. What are we talking about? All those golds and the oil and all this other stuff that is controlled by Europeans. This is why Europe is a powerhouse continent because they take y'all resources. Put it this way, Shabaka. Even if y'all had the resources, y'all don't wouldn't know what to do with it. Y'all don't have the machinery. Y'all don't know what to do. All y'all been doing is pulling this shit out. They know how to sell it. Shabaka, donations. You gotta send in a donation and I'll drop the link. If you don't donate, I'm not dropping a link. I told you that. I will drop the link for you, but you gotta donate. I don't want to talk to no broke ass nigga. No. This is not how it's done, Shabaka. You have at least $5 to donate. If you don't want to donate, we're not talking. This conversation don't exist. I'm telling you to donate. If you don't want to donate, this conversation is over. We're not having a conversation. Goes for you. This goes to you too. Be active. You talk about you a DJ. You can donate. You can super chat. You could super chat, and I'll drop the link. Put it this way. Be active. Do you have $5 for your brother Shabaka so I can drop the link? You said y'all both said that y'all was brother and one love and all of this shit. Do you have $5 to donate for Shabaka to be on this live chat? Let's see how this black and brown unity is gonna work. Do you have $5 for him? Do you have $5 for Shabaka be active? I'll drop I'll drop the link. I'll drop the the link, the Cash App link, nigga, but I'm not dropping the link for you just to talk bullshit. You're in this situation because of you, Shabaka. See how B actor would yo, you see how B actor just left you in the dust? He don't got $5 for you either. So this is black and brown core. This is black and brown unity right now. Everybody, if y'all watching, be active. Don't have $5 for Shabaka. So these struggling niggas out here. Nah, we don't drop links for broke niggas. Yeah, you gotta donate, man. This is what we doing now. I bet you didn't even like. I'm gonna say this. I bet you didn't even like the link. I bet you didn't even like the show yet. Be active. All the bullshit and all the bullshit, nigga. All this bullshit I let you talk on this show, my nigga. You never even liked it. You never even shared. This is the shit that I deal with broke niggas. No, I'm not dropping a link. Shabaka. You see how long your black and brown coalition lasted? It lasted 10 minutes when when the nigga didn't have $5 for you, my nigga. So that's your black and brown coalition right there, my nigga. Niggas don't want to hear nothing from no broke nigga. And that nigga be active. They have $5 for you. So he didn't even have a super chat for you. That's how bad you are, Shabaka. That's how bad. That's how y'all. That's how far your brother and that one love shit goes. Nigga disappeared. His service ain't working no more. He lost his debit card. Now he act like he didn't hear me, everybody. This nigga act like he didn't hear me. Be active. Do you have $5? Do you have a $5 donation for your brother, your one love brother, Shabaka, so he could be on the so I could drop the link for him? Do you have that $5 for him? He don't have $5. Shabaka don't have $5. Shabaka's broke right now. All his money went to that white nurse. So Yo, this is how far Pan Africanism and Black and Brown coalition goes to. It goes so far. It goes so far that be active act like he didn't hear me. His service don't work. The nigga lost his debit card. Yo. Y'all niggas is y'all pay that yo. FBA dried up y'all money, yo, dried up the money gravy train, my nigga. That money train is gone, baby. FBA, me, FBA, and Tariq Nasheed dried that motherfucker up, man. Shabaka ain't even got $5. And niggas ain't got no money out here, huh? To pay that, no more money for those dashikis no more in the kufis, huh? Yeah, that's why he's on here blaming me. Right, just make it. No, do, should be active. Do you have money? Do you have money for Shabaka to so I can drop the link? If you don't got it, just say you don't got it. Yeah, save your money, brother. Save your money, brother. That nigga ain't. That's how far Pan Africanism, black and brown unity goes. That's how far it goes. Once money talk comes into play, They ain't got it. Them niggas ain't got no money. This is why, Shabak, I always tell you I don't want to talk to no broke ass nigga about anything. I have the money, but I'm gonna say this: I don't want to talk to no broke ass nigga. I defend, yo, Shabaka. I defend you. And I told him, I was like, yo, Shabaka's old, nigga got a white nurse. He ain't got niggas say we ain't trying to hear that broke shit. That's what they told me. That's what the team told me. We ain't trying to hear that broke shit. That's what they said. So I gotta respect it, Shabaka. I gotta respect the game, man. Be active. We know you broke now. How you broke? Let me ask you a question, Be active. How you broke and living in New York? How's that possible? I thought New York was a get money town. What's going on, Robin? You see these two broke New York niggas? Yo, New York, y'all broke this bad out here. These two broke ass hoe ass niggas. This is what New York turned into? A broke ass state? Damn. What's this? Montgomery got y'all that broke? Your mayor Montgomery got y'all niggas broke out here. I told y'all out here trusting these immigrants out here. Niggas is broke out here. So let me talk to a real nigga in New York who got money. I don't want to talk to you, Shabaka. You broke out here. You too be active. You niggas in New York is broke. I thought y'all niggas was out here getting money. I thought that. I guess that's only Get Money Queen. Was it? Was it Get Money Brooklyn out there? No, that's cut. No, that's Cutloat Queen. Get Money Brooklyn out there. No, only Harlem. I thought Harlem and Brooklyn is out here getting money. Yeah, we don't want to hear nothing from you, broke niggas. Shabaka, Shabaka, you broke. Yo, Shabaka, I should put you in timeout until you give a donation. I should do that. That's how petty I'm about to be. I'm on my New York petty right now. Since y'all don't want to represent New York properly, I guess I have to represent New York properly because y'all niggas is broke. You know, the real New York nigga me. That's from Boston. That has to represent y'all niggas. Shabaka, you shouldn't be talking about money. You don't know money language. You got that money talk. You can't talk money with me. You ran from New York to Virginia. You got a white nurse talking this Pan African shit. Talk about we shouldn't be doing anything. Wonder why you was acting different when that white nurse was there. Saying ma'am, yes sir, ma'am, and all this other shit. What's going on, Shabaka? She had you wear one of them fucking butler hats and shit. This nigga didn't even have the kufi on. He had a butler hat on. This nigga Shabaka. This nigga out here bugging. Yes, sir, ma'am. You ready, ma'am? Okay, I'm on the way. I'm gonna let these jigaboos go. That's what the nigga called us. He called us jigaboos. He said, "I'll let these jigaboos go, ma'am, and we can stop and we can start physical therapy." That's what the nigga said. This is what y'all New York niggas turned into. Damn. The fuck? Not the butler hat. Oh my god, yo, Robin, you should have seen the nigga. Yes, sir, man. The nigga was a borderline scared. I almost called Virginia police for him, saying this white lady got this nigga kidnapped. Now he want now Shabaka on the tough shit. Okay, Shabaka. Okay, Shabaka. You wasn't scared. The nigga was borderline scared. Y'all see what I gotta go through with these Pan Africans, these broke ass Pan Africans, and a broke ass New York Puerto Rican. Come on, I thought Puerto Ricans was out here getting money with gold chains and glasses, sunglasses, man. Yeah. Oh my god. Niggas is borderline broke out here. Damn, I thought New York was a get money state. I don't know how you living out there, be active. What you out there collecting cans? What you out there chicken fighting, cockfighting, nigga? What the fuck? What you selling bussy, nigga? What's going on? Be active. This nigga out here selling Latino heat bussy. What's going on, buddy? This nigga struggling out here. Shabaka's mad at me because I won't drop the link. He begging for me to drop links. Now he's gaslighting, talking about I'm begging. Nigga, give a donation. If you want to be at Shabaka, you're new to this. Only time I drop links is on Friday for free. You glad I'm doing that? You glad I'm even doing that, Shabaka? On Fridays, I drop the link free for Friday. You gotta wait all the way up to Friday because you're broke, nigga. I compromise with people. But I had to compromise with my own people to drop the link for free on Fridays. I'm just being. See this, everybody? They always want FBAs to do some shit for free. This is what Pan Africanism turned into. This is what the Boricua community is. This the real Boricua community that y'all niggas ain't got no money out there? I thought Latinos had money. Damn, y'all niggas is broke like that. Y'all niggas is y'all New York niggas really broke like that? I really thought y'all New York niggas had money. I'm being personally honest. Give me a second, everybody. Oh shit, somebody called me. Oh shit, I had the phone on silent. Sorry, I'll call this guy back later. Yeah. Give me a second, everybody. Somebody passed away. Oh shit. Nivea has cancer, man. She's battling from cancer, man. Our beloved R&B star. Yeah. Everybody give us some prayers. I don't know if she's FBA or Caribbean, but just throw her some prayers. Cancer is no joke. But definitely send her some prayers. That is still our little sister. Even though she's, like I said, Caribbean, I don't give a fuck. Just send her some prayers, everyone. But yeah, man, be active? What's going on in New York, man? Them niggas got y'all niggas broke out there. Mangami got y'all niggas broke out there. Who told y'all niggas to vote for that? To the yeah, prayers for her. All jokes aside, no jokes. Um, but just give me like 30 seconds, everybody. I'm gonna start the show. Nivea, she was an R&B singer. Yeah, she has cancer, man. I don't know what her background is. It's just like I said, yo, it's not about FBAs and shit like that. It's also shit like that is serious. But send your prayers to her. I don't know what her background is. Like I said, I don't care that she has cancer. You know, that's I'll read more into it. Give me a second, everybody. Because I'm about to go check on the children. Nivea, yeah, yeah, she's battling cancer right now, man. Send your love, man. Send your love. And I think she's a Detroit chick too. Give me a second. Thank you, Be Active. I appreciate that. But yeah, let's get into the show. Give me, like I said, give me like 30, 40 seconds. I'm gonna go check on my children, and we're gonna jump into the show, everybody. All right. All right, everybody, I'm back. Um, so the first video we're gonna be watching, Africa One. They have been getting a lot of backlash, but we're gonna see why Aardvark don't like FBA unity. You know,
Black Americans, Black immigrants, we're one people. We have, yes, different struggles from
Yes.
different sides of the world, but all together we are united. So,
Period.
I hope that this discussion really helps to kind of end that.
Yeah.
And in some way, maybe in our lifetime, like we were able to see and experience a Black president like Barack Obama and the contributions for so many other Black Americans that we know about, so many Black immigrants who've made contribution. There is enough to go around everywhere for us to be together, and nothing ever takes away from the idea that the Black Americans who built the foundation and this horrible history in America,
Yeah.
that nothing takes away the Black foundation that built this country.
No doubt.
And so this conversation is to be additive.
Yeah.
It's to be able to highlight that we are diverse in the way we are, in the way we think, in the way we are. The Black card, gone away. This idea that there is only a monolith of being Black should be gone away, because
right.
we're so many. Just like we vary in height, in ideas, in skin complexion, we're so many. So we should embrace all of that. So this is
White on white crime. Remember his book?
Yeah.
White on white crime. See, you guys kill each other too.
The narrative of the lazy Black person did not happen before slavery. It happened right after. And so prior to slavery, the narrative was they're dangerous and we have to enslave them. Otherwise, they will kill themselves and everybody around them. After the Emancipation Proclamation, that's when the narrative of the lazy enslaved person, the lazy Black person came about. Prior to that, just think about it. It would be virtually impossible to call the enslaved lazy when they're working 7 days a week, sun up to past sundown. It would be cognitively impossible to lay that on them.
Well, that's what, see, because my understanding of the history has been that
so I'm gonna say this. What Akbach said is partially right. Um, when he talks about contributing, most of the contributing that he's talking about is because of Black Americans. If Black Americans didn't assist immigrants in this country, a lot of these people that he's saying that contribute wouldn't contribute anything. And anything that he's trying to say that they contribute is probably in the present, in the 60s and the 50s, if that. Mostly in the 60s. And they excuse me, and they contribute to their self. Oh, by the way, I'm getting a typewriter. Oh, shout out to you, Robin. You should get one too, for writing scripts. I'll think about that, Robin. Thank you, man. But yeah, what his contributing is talking about in the 60s and benefiting off of like people who are half breed people, like Malcolm X. Malcolm X is a half breed, but he followed Black culture. He didn't follow Grenadian culture. You know, Coakley Carmichael is a Trinidadian, but Coakley Carmichael didn't follow Trinidadian culture. He followed Black American culture. And the list goes on and on. That's why when I say when you throw the assist in by Black Americans, is because if it wasn't for our influence, our inspiration, or even us backing you up, a lot of that shit would have never happened. You know, so I don't think Arbach is getting that.
slave owners utilize that mind trick to be able to say, hey, we need them to keep going. So if you're working 13, 15, 16, 17, 18 hours, y'all lazy. I'm going to keep saying and keep justifying that I need you to turn this thing over faster when you can only. So that then morphed into what we know, post, reconstruction, where it turned into a way to then be able to control, obviously, the way we were and the way we produced. You know what I mean? So
it's like the bootstrap thing. You guys got to.
I would say this. That's good to say that, but who else said that? Africans said that. Latinos said that. Caribbeans have said that. White people have said that. Everybody has said that to the black man. Nobody didn't say that to Africans or Caribbeans because they delineated from us. They were the ones that delineated from us first. All jokes aside, we didn't delineate from Caribbeans. We're delineating now because we agree with you, but y'all been delineating from us for years.
Pull
So
yourself
what
up.
about
Yeah.
bootstrap? I say,
I hate
first
that.
of all, black people have been pulling themselves up. Black Americans have towns that have been burned up because a white woman said she got raped.
Yep.
You got Lanier, the town of Lanier, which is there's 7 black towns that are drowned underwater.
And it's scary because people be dying at Lake
They
Lanier
die
all the
good.
time.
They die from the spirits dragging
It's scary,
them in.
yeah.
So they have flooded black neighborhoods
Yeah,
with
yeah.
rivers. They have Seneca Village. It used to now it's Central Park in New York.
The
It was
10
a black-
freeway. The
Yeah,
10 freeway
the
right
10
here
freeway.
used to be West Adams, filled with the most
It was
important black
Yeah,
folk in
they
America.
build freeways through black
Yeah.
neighborhoods. They put
Yeah.
black people on toxic dumps. You got the Dulles Airport. That was a black town.
DC.
The
Yeah.
DC, that was a black town. So black people have built their own. They had their banks, they had their hospitals,
Yeah.
and white people came and burned them mother. So black people have been working hard all the time. They just come and they f it up.
But again, the narrative wins. The narrative that black people, even when you give all those data points, the narrative of the lazy black American still exists. But remember, it's not just a narrative. We have to talk about the fact that all of these images are being sent out deliberately to maintain that
That's
narrative.
right.
But Shabaka, I don't think you're getting the point. A lot of these Caribbeans really didn't do nothing collectively. There were individuals that did stuff. Black Americans have done stuff collectively. That black liberation, that's a black American collective thing. That's a black American collective thing that black Americans done. It wasn't Caribbeans doing that. It was black Americans that did that collectively. Were they individual foreigners? Maybe. I'm not gonna take that from you, but it wasn't a lot of y'all. Why are we giving the whole fucking ethnicity credit for something that they weren't a part of? They did that collectively. Black Americans did that collectively. Caribbeans, Africans, Latinos, they didn't do it collectively. There was individual ones that were rebels. That is your problem, Shabaka, and you do that a lot. You always try to make it seem like it was a whole bunch of Caribbeans were there. There weren't a whole bunch of Caribbeans. There weren't.
When I work overseas and I turn to whatever American station is on the TV there and I see what movies are they showing over here? What images of Black America are being exported to Eastern Europe? And I've been on every continent in the world except Antarctica, and every time I'm there, I do an assessment of what images are being exported, and they're consistently images of Black criminality, Black clowns, Black laziness, and so it makes sense that if your first experience with Black Americans are criminals and clowns, of course you're going to frown on them.
And that's going to spread throughout. And this is why even Eddie Murphy talked about this with Boomerang.
Yes.
You know, it was very, very difficult for people to go, wait, this is a whole world where you don't have any white people in this movie.
Not even the office manager?
Where's the white guy?
Yeah, right. And so, but not even that, like just, you know, you're looking at a bunch of successful Black people, and they interact, and it was like, that was weird.
That's why I went to an HBCU. It was 4 years without racism.
Damn.
The only 4 years in my life I was able to live without racism was at Hampton University in Virginia in the 90s.
Yeah.
Damn.
The only 4 years in my life that I got to live without racism.
My sister had a similar, experience in saying too, because she went to Bennett College, in Greensboro, North Carolina, and so and you talk about the impact and what that means and how that it's the first time you start to see things and your eyes become open. You know what I mean?
It means something. It means something to see that type of thriving, and there were people whose parents were judges and mayors of small towns and lawyers and medical directors, and here I am.
See, this is the thing. He's talking about people in the 90s that were Black American. Like I could go in Boston. I could talk about Massachusetts and say like, yo, there were middle class Black communities called Oak Bluff. and Cape Cod, middle class, you know, and yeah, going to a good college. Yeah, you know, but you got to understand, a lot of these people benefit off a black struggle. You know, black sacrifice and stuff like that. This wasn't like a whole collective job where, oh yeah, we had the Caribbeans and the Africans all and Black Americans all together fighting. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. We can't keep on lying, Shabaka, and you want to lie. And it's okay if the Africans and the Caribbeans weren't there because they came over here mostly in the 60s. I understand, but we can't act like they were helping when they got over here. Absolutely not. They stayed the fuck away from us.
I'm coming from Buffalo, New York, which is also a very black segregated town. Buffalo's like 38% black.
Rick James.
Rick James. It was one of the last stops on the Underground Railroad. And so when you come from this under-resourced community and you land at this elite black college and you are now surrounded by blackness that's not your blackness,
Right.
it forces you to think about it. But what happened was
Let me ask you a question, Shabaka. All this shit that you have been saying, you did not answer the question. I know the answer, but you still didn't answer the question. Why are you so scared of foundational Black American unity? Or also Black American unity? Why are you scared of that? Like, what is the real big boogeyman that why you hate foundational Black American unity or Black American unity?
got to think about my blackness without the valence of white supremacy
Right.
being present there.
Right. Yeah.
This is something that I would just, I think and I would love to hear your thought on it, where Godfrey and where we sit, because it is this, I don't even know how to answer their own question. And I think it's something that we experience is where people say, you probably got this, where you're not American, you're African.
Yeah.
You're not African, you're American. Where were you born? Where were you born? If I tell somebody I'm from Christian, well, man, shut up, man. You African.
Right. Where you really
okay,
from?
Yeah. Then I go, I'm African. Man, shut up. Where were you born?
You're American.
In LA. Man, you from Crenshaw. Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What? Like, and then to hear people go, well, you're not situated. I'm like, wait, you're not situated to speak on the FBA situation. I'm going, wait, how is my, I'm going, wait, like, I don't get it. Like, I've only known America.
You're not foundational.
You're not foundational because your ancestors, like, you've not experienced. I was like, wait, we the same age. Actually, I'm older than you. Like, what do you mean? I seen stuff in the 70s and 80s
Before
or the
you-
80s that
before you came around.
Before you come around, but
late
you're
to the party,
30s.
bum.
Well,
Yeah.
You're bum.
27-year-old.
Yeah, you're.
So I can answer that question. Because culturally you can't really answer that question. It's like if I start talking about Africa and shit like that in the tribal shit. Like a little kid that's 12, 13 years old is like, yo, Jerusalem, why are you talking about my culture and you know nothing about it? You know? You're not culturally intelligent. You're not culturally intellectual. You can't intellectually tell me about my culture. And I would have to respect that. Whenever it comes to Black Americans, we always have to sit back and say, oh, listen to everybody. No. You know?
Yeah, I've had that. I go, man.
So
or some Nigerian, young Nigerian. You're not Nigerian. I was Nigerian before you. I ate fufu before you.
Literally.
I know Agusi before you. Stupid.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Don't come to me. I go. No, dummy. I'm before you. I'm 30 years of Nigerian before you.
First.
I got the N word before you. I got all that before you, boy. You talk about
hard R and
hard
A.
R. You know.
and I use Barack Obama because I think that's one that many people is.
That's cat. No, but be active. That's cat. Nobody want. Well, stay out of Black Americans' business if you don't want unity. You know, we're worried about Black Americans. We're not worried about anything else, and I don't see that as a problem. You have all these Latino organizations, all these um, Latino benefits, and Black Americans never say anything. Now, when something is specifically only for Black Americans, you have a problem with that? No, you're not about unity. Be active. You're not. Let me tell you how I can pick it up. Let me tell you how I can tell you you're not about unity. Take off that Puerto Rican flag and stop holding up that Puerto Rican flag and never hold it up again and make a unity flag. Do you think you can do that? Can you stop calling yourself Puerto Rican and say, "Yo, I'm American"? Do you think you could do that?
They hold very, very sacred in America. I was just like, Barack Obama and I are no different. No different.
He's
You know,
Kenyan.
like his
Remember,
first
Kenyan.
generation.
He
I'm
gets-
first generation.
But Barack gets skin privilege. You don't get skin privilege.
Whoa.
We were just talking about colorism. So there's skin privilege, there's hair privilege. Barack Obama walks into a room, and this is no shade. This
No,
is
no,
just
I
how
know. This is
colorism- just
interesting,
how
yeah.
colorism
He's safe.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
There's a
safer.
safe look.
You both are
Dark-skinned
first American, first generation African immigrants, just like President Obama.
Yeah.
You don't get, if you both walked into a room in basketball shorts, you would not get the same reception. And so it's not just simply about you.
But amongst
having
our
the
own
same-
people?
Absolutely. I just told you 77% of women in Nigeria use skin bleaching cream. This is real into our DNA, into our bones. And so, yes, President Barack Obama he is in fact a first generation African immigrant. His dad was from the continent of Africa.
Yeah. Just like
But
my dad.
because he has skin privilege, he gets a pass. I was in Florida. We were in Florida, me and my buddies, and
Be active. That's very disrespectful telling a foundational Black American they're not Black Americans. You know, this is why there needs a delineation. You know, we're trying to support our people, and here you come throw a monkey wrench in there just to try to disrupt us. He was born in Hawaii, Robin. Yeah, he was born in Hawaii. That's America. But yeah, be active. That's how disrespectful you are, and this is why Black Americans don't want to fuck with you. All jokes aside, you're very disrespectful because how you tell a Black American what they are? No, he was born in Hawaii. His father was born in Kenya. Don't. I'm gonna say this, Robin. Don't listen to Donald Trump when he says that. Donald Trump is batshit crazy. We don't. But be active. But you were just talking about unity. Now you're holding up tribalistic flags. This is why I said there is no unity because you want to hold up your tribal flag and not have unity. That's your problem. I don't care about what's going on in your country. You have no unity. You don't want no unity, and it's all right. It's all right. You want to support Puerto Ricans. It's all right. There is no such thing as Black and Puerto Rican unity when it comes to you. And it's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Be active. No, why are you on the defense? I just proved that you don't really want unity. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying to like get you mad or anything. You don't really want unity. And his wife has that's a woman, Robin, that's a woman. If you can't tell a woman from a man, then there's an issue. Somebody probably, tucked it in on you, man. You better be careful. But yeah, be active. You don't really want unity. Because I told you, yo, throw away your flag and let's make a unity flag. You said no. You gave me the history of fucking Puerto Rico and the flag. You don't really want unity, and it's all right. I just proved my point. You don't really want to help Black Americans. You just want to extort us. You want to parasite off of us, and it's all right. I'm being honest. Shabaka, cut it out. So if you say that about Black Americans, what about Puerto Ricos? Aren't Puerto Ricos a victim of of the Spaniards, and that's why they're calling themselves Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico means a port of gold. Do you know that? That's why they call it so. That's why they call that country Puerto Rico, because it was a port of gold over there. You didn't know that, huh, Shabaka? Huh? Are you saying that to be active, or is it only for Black Americans that we can't call ourselves Black Americans? They can call themselves Puerto Rico, and it was named by Spaniards, and they can hold up their Puerto Rican flag, but you're not going to say that about Black America. Yeah, you know what? That's why I say you ain't worth shit, Shabaka. You're a piece of shit. You're an old piece of shit, and nobody likes you. You're a hypocrite. You talk about all this shit about white people, and you got a white nurse taking care of you. How you? Let me tell you something. You calling white people your enemy? What's going on, Convo? You calling your Shabaka? You calling white people your enemy, but you got your enemy taking care of you. You call them the devil. You have the devil taking care of you. So what is it, Shabaka? Don't trust white people or give them a benefit of the doubt? What is it, Shabaka? Because you know what? You're a hypocrite. I could tell you you're a low-key Pan-African hypocrite. What's really going on? You clearly just proved that you don't know. We don't want unity from you. Be active. We don't want unity from your people. Your people got their own country. Take care of your own country in Puerto Rico. I think Puerto Rico is a beautiful place. I'd rather hold hands with a transgender in fucking Times Square than to go to Puerto Rico, but Puerto Rico's a nice place. You know? Yeah, Shabaka's a hypocrite. He talks all this crazy shit about white people, talk about don't trust white people. White people's the devil, and look who takes care of them. A white woman. A white woman had you scared talking about yes, ma'am. You talk about yes, ma'am, and when we dropped the link last time. What the fuck is going on with these Pan Africans? And be active. You're not even a real Puerto Rican. You from New York. You're not really Boricua, man. You can't talk for the Puerto Ricans that really live in Puerto Rico, nigga. Come on. You live in the slums of New York, my nigga. Like, come on. Let's stop lying to the audience. Can we stop lying to the audience? You're not really from Puerto Rico. You're from the slums of New York, my nigga. Hey, right here. Let's listen to a real New Yorker, nigga. Everybody here is from New York. What are you doing? What are we doing? He ain't from Puerto Rico. He's from the slums of New York, my nigga. That nigga's from the slums of Bronx. Let's not do that. I fight for the independence of Puerto Rico. But you're fighting for a colonizer, my nigga. Who's the statue that they have up in Puerto Rico? They got their own colonizer statue in Puerto Rico. And I'm talking about Christopher Columbus. Christopher effing Columbus. And you talking about oppression, nigga. Oppression. How the fuck you talking about oppression and you got your oppressor statue up there? In Boston, they had to take that Christopher Columbus bullshit down because we kept on destroying it. We get busy like that. What is you talking about? Y'all kiss the feet of the conquistador that colonized your fucking country. What the fuck are we talking about? USA is also my country. Oh, it's your country too. Okay. Oh, okay. Nigga, you everything except Puerto Rican, my nigga. That's all I can tell you. You're American, you're a Pan-African. Now the nigga's a Pan-Latino. Nigga, you're not Puerto Rican. You're everything except Puerto Rican, my nigga. Let's stop doing that.
I overheard somebody look at this girl who he thought was unattractive, and she just happened to be light skinned. We heard this dude say, "Damn, that's a waste of light skin." Think about that for a minute.
Because they know all light skin is always
Because light skin has been presented to us as the model of beauty. When you look at all the magazines and even Asian Americans, when you look at Asian American magazines, all the women are very, very fair skinned.
Yeah.
When you look across the Asian diaspora, Asian Americans who are usually more melanated than other Asian Americans, you see differences in the money that they make. So Japanese, Chinese, and Korean Americans, they're having a very different experience than Cambodian Americans and Vietnamese Americans. Because it's largely due to the melanation. So we're talking about colorism here. Yes, you and Barack Obama may have the exact same lineage, but because you don't carry skin privilege, you're not going to get the same reception of him as him.
Be active. You're not looking for unity for Black Americans either. Put it that way. Let's play hypotheticals. Let's say Black FBAs wasn't Black Americans. You wouldn't be looking for unity towards Black Americans. You'll be looking to extort Black Americans. That's all y'all do. Let's personally be honest. Even your organizations extort Black people. Like, we can't lie about that, and it's all right to say you're for self. I don't have a problem with that. You know, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with you lying.
You could speak the exact same intonation as him. It don't matter.
Well, I think now.
I didn't know.
Well, hold on now. I think now that I speak like Barack Obama, maybe I am.
Sorry about that. It was so bad. That was so terrible.
Are bridging culture back to its roots.
From Africa to the world, we're telling stories our way.
So make.
I get what Godfrey is doing. This is why I kind of sort of I'm 50-50 when I support Godfrey. I always got to listen to what he has to say. I don't give people passes. I always have to listen. And Godfrey is one of those people I have to give passes. Godfrey was right. But I don't think Arpa is coming from an immigrant point of view. I think that's why when Black Americans say, yo, you can't really talk for us because you talk from an immigrant point of view. You talk from a person that is from a different country. Because it's like this. If I give these Africans and these Caribbeans a pass to talk for me, might as well the white man talk for me. Because y'all still talking the same thing. You know? That's why I don't get too mad at people when they say, oh yeah, you know, I don't like immigrants talking for me. You know? I'm not a big fan of Godfrey because he's he's racist. I think he's a very informed guy. Is to me, I think Godfrey feels that he can talk for Black Americans, and I think that's very dangerous. Like me, I can't talk for Africans. And the reason why, because there's thousands of tribes. And plus I never lived in Africa. You know, I'm not even thinking about going to Africa. You know, and have you noticed a lot of Pan Africans cannot face the fact that Black Americans are foundational Black American? Even if they like it or not, it's just a different term of just saying Black American. And you see how Be Active, a Puerto Rican, try to tell me what Black American is. This is why I told Be Active that's very disrespectful and it's very offensive. Be Active don't give a fuck about Black people. I told him it's very offensive for you to tell me what I am. He didn't care. This is why I say, like, yo, he's just trying to extort Black people. You just want help, you know? You trying to extort Black people, you know? And that's your issue. This is why Black Americans don't fuck with people like you. You could be the Afro Latinos out of the you could be the biggest Afro Latino out of the biggest Afro Latino. But when I'm saying, like, yo, that shit's offensive when you say foundational Black American aren't Black American, nigga, what is that trying to tell you? No, 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 you're not. No, mm-mm. You've been united with Pan Africans. You've been uniting with Pan Africans. And most of those people are Caribbean or African or whatever they are. But you have, and this is why I say a lot of y'all Pan Africans, this is why y'all have a problem with the world. This is why y'all money tree is drying up. Because you cannot adapt with the times. You know, I thought we were all supposed to be American. No, like I said, Robin, he's everything except Puerto Rican. He's everything except Puerto Rican. When he was naming all the stuff that he never said he was Puerto Rican. I told you. Be Active don't want to be Puerto Rican. And his problem is he think he fucking special. You too, Shabaka. You think you special, nigga. You ain't special, nigga. I'm letting you know you ain't special. Look how mad. Look, Be Active. Shabaka, look how mad y'all just come on my show because of the title of my show. I'm talking about unity. All you've been talking about is divisiveness. Then when I ask you, what are FBAs doing? What is FBA unity doing to be divisive? You can't tell me. You telling me to drop the fucking link. I'm not, and I told you I'm not dropping the link for no broke ass nigga. Like, Be Active, you're broke. Shabaka, you broke. And let me show you how Black and Brown unity lasted that long. It lasted for 5 minutes because once Shabaka asked for the link, I said drop in a donation. This broke ass nigga talk about he don't want to give no donation. I said, nigga, I ain't dropping the link. Then he want to say, oh, you scared? I'm not scared of no broke ass nigga. Are you serious? You ain't got nothing to show for, Shabaka. You talk about you got. Let me tell you something, Shabaka. Give me a second. You can have all the education in the world, but at the end of the day, you'll still be in the same spot, my nigga. You have nothing to show for. You don't.
African man disrespecting Black American culture and a foundational Black American giving a strong response to.
And let's see how Shabaka and Be Active acts towards their peoples. All right. Let's see how they disrespect their people. We're gonna break this down today.
Check it out.
There's a difference between Black America and white America, and y'all know that. And to say we don't have any culture when everything around the world is influenced by Black culture is fucking ignorant to say.
Who lied to you? What you mean culture? Who lied to you? Influence is not culture. Ma'am, influence is not culture. What you mean culture? Gang banging, Crips and Bloods?
Oh,
Sexy red?
whoa.
Is that the culture?
So Shabaka, we heard a little from your brother from Africa talk about Black American don't have culture. Our culture is gang banging, sexy red, all this other bullshit. So again, Shabaka, what do you want to say to your brother that you want us to unite to? Be active. Your African brother, disrespect Black Americans. What do you have to say about that? Let me hear the excuse. Do you have an excuse?
No, ma'am. Let's talk about how your so-called culture is the reason why they call women black queens whore. Your culture is the reason why they call black men criminals. You say culture? What culture, man? Who lied to you? Let's talk about how what you call culture is the one thing promoting the pew-pewing of black men around the world, the degradation of black queens around the world, and the exploitation of our communities. What culture?
So is this Pan-Africanism? Is this the Pan-African unity that they want us to have? Hey, Charlie Shaw, how's it going? Just schooling these Pan-Africans. That's all I'm doing today. Shabaka's still begging. He's out here still begging for me to drop the link. And it's so bad, not even his Puerto Rican brother, Be Active, would even pay for him for me to drop the link. Them two broke ass niggas. Now, Shabaka, what do you got to say? This is African saying this about Black American culture. Is he right? Be Active and Shabaka ain't gonna answer the question. They're gonna act like they didn't hear. Watch.
You don't even like yourselves. You want to talk about influence? Let's talk about how your so-called influence culture is influencing mass murder around the planet, gang violence. Let's talk about how your so-called influence, your so-called culture is influencing prostitution around the globe, influencing the degradation of black women, influencing the incarceration, mass incarceration of black men, the loss of values, loss of morals. Is that the influence and culture you want to be proud of? Is that it? Ma'am, if this is your culture, how come everyone else benefits from it except you? Oh, and by the way, right, there's no difference between black America and white America. You've never had America. Remember, you helped the white man fight against the British.
Like I said, Be Active. Like I said, everybody, he wasn't gonna answer the question. Like I said, he wasn't gonna answer the question. Like I said, he don't answer the question. He made a blanket statement about Black Americans, a flat blackness about Black Americans. This is why, Shabaka, Pan-Africanism is dead. And you're the last of the fucking Mohegans, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna follow that. No Black Americans. No Black Americans want unity with you. Are you serious? You just sold Black Americans out like that? And you know I'm gonna clip this. You know I'm gonna clip this, Shabaka. You better be, I'm gonna say this, Shabaka. You better hope I'm in a good mood tomorrow. Because you know why? I might not even have you on my show. I was like, nah, I don't want this broke ass nigga on my show. He's projecting because in Africa they have genocide, sex trafficking. We don't do that. Facts. Shout out to Miss D. And I'm gonna say this, Shabaka, you sold your own people out, man. That's why I say you's a bitch ass nigga. I always call you a bitch ass nigga. I don't give a fuck how old you are. You just an old bitch ass nigga. That's the only difference. you know, you's a sucker. You a punk. You let niggas violate you, Shabaka. Let me ask you a question. How you feel? How do you feel good that a Black American almost gave you a trip, gave you a free ticket to go to Africa? then the sad thing about it, you turned it down because you don't really want to go to Africa. There are multiple Black American no, no. Let me say something. Let me say something to you, B Acto. That's FBA. That's Be Active. He said Black American culture. He didn't say FBA culture. Even though it's the same thing, FBA and Black American culture is the same thing. He said Black American culture. Let's listen to him. Watch. And I'm going to prove you wrong.
Man, if this is your culture, how come everyone else benefits from it except you? Oh, and by the way, right? There's no difference between Black America and white America. You've never had America. Remember, you helped the white man fight against the British to gain his independence, and you came back with not even find the balls to fight for your independence. You had to settle for civil rights, which was...
There you go. Be Active says there are multiple Black American cultures. They are all African American culture, which is not Black American, which is FBA culture. No. It's not African American culture. They're talking about Black American cultures that's in America, not an African. That's your problem. That's your problem. Be Active. You lie a lot. Yo, you broke pussy nigga. You're not getting no link. I'm not dropping the link, Shabaka. I'm gonna keep on letting you cry and bitch and complain that you want me to drop the link. I told you, and you know what, Shabaka? Since you're gonna do that, your donations is $10. If you ain't got $10, my nigga, I'm not dropping the link. And I know you don't got it. That's why I said $10. I don't even think you got $5, my nigga. So you can leave. You can keep on complaining. Or you can just keep on whining, keep on writing this stuff until I sit you down for a little bit. But yeah. Be Active. I exposed you, man. Foundational Black American is Black American culture. It is.
Given and taken away. What Black American? What Black American? We have black people in America. We don't have Black America, just like we don't have yellow America or red America. Just white America. That's it.
We say we ain't African. People got a problem.
Black, see that? Be Active. See that, Shabaka? These are your people saying this. These are your people dehumanizing Black Americans. And you want us to help Africa? Nigga, I hope that shit burn, nigga. I hope Africa burns down, nigga. I'm gonna be personally honest. That shit won't mean nothing to me. And I'm gonna say this. This is why the Hebrew Israelites talk about y'all niggas so badly. And I have to say that them Hebrew Israelites call y'all niggas Hammonites. he said he won't help y'all niggas. He won't feed y'all niggas if y'all niggas was starving. Yo, this is why they talk crazy about you. I'm being personally honest. I don't want nothing. And I always tell people all the time, I don't want nothing to do with Africa. Stop putting that African shit on me. Stop trying to Africanize my culture. Because these are the type of people that's in your country. Why would I even want to go to Africa? Look how they talk crazy about Black Americans. And y'all can't even tell the truth. Shabaki, you can't even have a honest conversation.
Problem. We say we not Caribbean. People got a fucking problem. We say we not Democrats. People got a fucking problem. We say we not Republican. People got a fucking problem. Why whenever my people say something, everybody want to pay attention? Y'all want to treat us like we shit, like we don't matter, like we don't have power. But when we start delineating, when we start speaking up for ourselves, when we start calling shit out, now people want to call us xenophobic, separatists, a hate group, and all this other type of shit. Like, this shit really needs to be studied. You people don't seem to want to even be your fucking selves. Y'all want to be us so bad. that when we tell you that you're not us, it hurts your little booty. Okay? This shit really needs to be studied. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not trying to be nobody but our motherfucking selves, and we are in the business of business.
Shabaka, you'll never leave. You're staying in America. You're not going to Africa. I will go to Africa before you go to Africa. All jokes aside, you're not going to Africa. You want us, and let me tell you something. You always talk about some motherfucking oppressor. Who's the people who the people who sold these Africans? Who are these people that sold the Africans? Like I said, you don't want to hold no accountability for Africa. You want us to go back to where we were sold, where some 4% of Black Americans' ancestors were sold at. That's how stupid you are. You's a stupid nigga. You want us to go back where niggas had Black Americans in chains or Africans in chains and Caribbeans. This is to the Caribbean people. Why the fuck would you want to go to Africa or do any business with these people and they had y'all niggas in chains? Like, we know that they had y'all niggas in chains. And it wasn't because of the white man. It's because they made a profit off of it. They didn't look at you. They didn't look at y'all as human. They looked at y'all as a fucking bargaining tool. Why don't Shabaka ever talk about that? Why did Shabaka talk about, oh, yo, we should all go back to Africa and rebuild so them niggas could sell y'all niggas again? The Arabs are still selling these Africans. The Africans are still selling Africans. And you want to go back to Africa and find where you was born at, nigga? You crazy. You crazy as this batshit old nigga over here, Shabaka. He's acting like he's talking for Pan-Africanism, but there is no Pan-Africanism. It's dead. It's dead.
Minding. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all can't seem to mind your own fucking business. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, we're stronger together. Prove it. Prove it. Prove where you were strong in your motherfucking nation and what that looked like. Prove the shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop coming to my motherfucking people like we're the ones lacking. You understand what I'm saying? You the one decided to take a break from your motherfucking struggle. We didn't. You know what I'm saying? So we can't afford to think like you. Right? If we thought like you, we'd lose every fucking thing, just like we're starting to do now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if we start thinking more American than globally, you understand? Then we can get some motherfucking where. Stop carrying all this fucking weight. Right? We're carrying the weight of several countries. Right? We're doing the work of several fucking governments. You dig what I'm saying? Raising people, protecting people, giving people our rights, letting them anchor on or tether on to our motherfucking historical achievements. And then these goddamn people from the Caribbean islands and I'm starting not to like y'all. And I promise it didn't start out that way, but it's gonna get there. You want to be the same. The exact fucking same. Oh, we had slavery in the Caribbean and we had slavery in it. Ain't nobody denying that, but it wasn't the fucking same. Stop trying to trauma bond. History, it will show you that you motherfucking wrong. Stop that shit. Oh, my people escaped slavery and all. Okay, that wasn't here. You understand what I'm saying? And it wasn't the same fucking oppressor. These immigrants starting to act like, because slavery or enslavement happened everywhere, it happened the exact same way. No, it fucking didn't. No, it did not. None of you, and I do mean none of you, went through what our motherfucking people went through here and then still live here as the motherfucking current person, right, in that long line of genealogy, facing many of the same fucking challenges that our grandparents, our foreparents faced on the same fucking soil. You're disconnected from how your people will fucking feel. Talking about, oh, we went through the same thing. Well, you don't look like it. You don't motherfucking act like it. If you went through the same thing, how the fuck didn't you come out the same way? Where's your great emancipation fucking story at? Where are your history of inventions from necessity? Where's your shit at? right? So we're not the fucking same. We did not go through the same thing. Now, we're not going to hate on your motherfucking oppression or your history of struggle. We're not going to do that, right? But you're not going to sit up in our fucking faces acting like y'all people went through the same fucking thing and you didn't. We can go year for year. We can go era for era and find that you fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you got to start something off being disingenuous, it ain't even worth fucking having with you. And you people can't seem to be genuine at all. And I mean at fucking all. I want to see a history of the Jim Crow that came after slavery. I want to see your history of lynching.
But Shabaka, you're still in America. If the white man's dollar is falling, why are you still here? It's because of that white nurse. She ain't gonna let you leave. You scared. Like, how you hate white people, but you got a white nurse taking care of you? I'm still trying to figure that out, Shabaka. I'm not getting that. Like, what? What? Nigga, really? This nigga's nuts.
Right? I want to see your history of police brutality. I want to see your history of slave patrol becoming police. I want to see your legacy of creating HBCUs and banks and theaters and social and civic institutions outside of the damn system that oppressed you. I want to see that if we did the same fucking thing. I want to see the history of the cat o' nine tails. I want to see the history of the slave patrol. I want to see the history of a Jamaican or African confiscation act. I want to see a militia act. Right? We want to see these things. We want to see the poll tax. We want to see the economic retaliation. Show us if we went through the same fucking thing. See, y'all starting to piss people off. You know what I'm saying? With this whole fake shit. Y'all been faking so long, now y'all fucking believe it. Now,
when we say foundational Black Americans, we're talking about us, our lineage, our bloodline, our history rooted right here in America through slavery, Jim Crow, segregation, and everything that came after. We are not just another group in the melting pot. We are the foundation. Everything that exists in this country, economically, culturally.
These are the people that they want. These Pan-Africans and these Latinos, these are the people who they want us to have unity with. People that hate us. People that hate us. Talk about talk about our culture is crime driven. And we look at this nigga's country, it has probably every type of fucking crime in there. You know? Be active. Can you please stop telling me about my culture? You know nothing about my culture. You know nothing about my culture. You're a white Hispanic. How is a white Hispanic gonna tell a black man how he really is and what he really is? You know? Yeah, let alone you're a racist ass fucking Argentinian, if you ask me. Let me ask you a question. Why didn't your people why didn't people fight back of what the Argentinians were doing in America? Why did Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, had to put foot to ass on these niggas? Why did we have to do something and none of y'all Latinos did nothing? Y'all just accepted. And remember, I told you that there were colorism in that country, there were racism in that country, and you told me no, I was lying. And this is why Be Active use a piece of shit too. Use a motherfucker that's a piece of shit. I have to say that. You didn't say shit when them Argentinians was doing all that racist shit. It was Black American and there was a few individual Latinos that came out and said something. I've been told you them Argentinians were the racists of the races. They're up there in racism. You told me I was lying when I was telling you about the African influence of Latino culture, especially Argentina. You told me I was fucking lying. Pick up a book, eat a dick, Shabaka. How about that? I'll pick up a book and you eat a dick, nigga. Bitch ass nigga. I was the one that said that about Argentina. But once when the World Cup comes, that mirror was on that motherfucker. That's why I told you I didn't like Messi. That's why I told you Messi was a racist. That's why I said they promote that shit in that country of Argentina. You you put on a cape for Argentina and told me, no, I'm not. Rosalind, you are a liar. You do not know nothing about Latin culture. And I told you, Argentina don't like their African people. They don't like their Afro Latinos. You call me a fucking liar and you say I'm Afro Latino. I should be thinking different about you because you lied. Be Active is a fucking liar. He's a lying Puerto Rican. That's what he is. He's a lying Puerto Rican. And I advise any Puerto Rican, do not ever trust Be Active. He makes y'all niggas look crazy. Trust Rosalind Perkins. Rosalind Perkins has your best interest at heart, Puerto Ricans. I have your best interest. Why is it so hard for them to call about they don't want to because you know what? They need our help, Charlie Shaw. They talking about they don't need our help, but they always in our spaces. They always have their hands in our work. They always trying to parasite off of something. That's it. They're parasites because FBA claims not to be. So the fuck what? So the fuck what? Be Active. What does that got to do with you? That shit ain't got nothing to do with you. If a motherfucker don't want to be African, that's their decision. Who the fuck are you? You ain't nobody's fucking guardian, nigga. Like really? You're mad at another man because another man say he's not African. So the fuck what? Nigga, you yell you're Taino all the fucking time, and we know you're not Taino. You's a white Hispanic. You're a colonizer. You're the one with your ancestors was out here violating people. You was the ones that violating and genociding the Tahinos. That's where your race comes from. That's where your genetics come from. Be Active. Are there some Latinos that are Taino? Yes. You're just not one of them. You're a colonizer. You are a freak. Your ancestors are freaks. When niggas say no to you, their body says yes because you're a colonizer. I just gotta be personally honest with you, Be Active. You are a white man that happens to live in happens to have conquistador blood. Like, that nigga's feelings is hurt. He ain't feeling that.
And Push by Tariq Nasheed. Now, Tariq Nasheed have a very
So this is gonna be a little bit different. This is gonna be a Pan Africanism telling us about Tariq Nasheed.
greetings, family. Welcome to another episode of Clear Thinking with Brother Delani. This episode, we're going to touch back on Professor Smalls. We're going to take a look at what's going on in America. All over social media in America, there's been a lot of discussion taking place about the so-called FBA, the social media movement that is at the moment creating a lot of stir, a lot of disturbance, and it's causing a lot of discussion. A movement that's been largely founded by and pushed by Tariq Nasheed. Now, Tariq Nasheed have a very interesting and very colorful history. He came to light around a good while now, but his background is one which I think he used to write and promote about pimpologies and Mac daddies and teaching young black men how to pimp, how to
Pimping and macking is different, and being a player is different. It's not all the same. This is why this is why I said false information is very dangerous. Where do you see pimping at? Macking is just, having game. A person who got game, oh, yo, he was macking to that girl. A person who's a player, they juggle more than one partner. That's a player. So again, this is this Pan-African movement that push narratives. I'm gonna ask the question again. These are Tariq Nasheed's books. Where do you see pimp at? Where do you see pimping at? It's not the same. This is why I tell people all the time, don't do this because we'll make content out of you. Yeah, Mackin is having get. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Robin.
manage and how to be a Mac daddy. That was his claim to fame until he enters the Black Conscious movement, where he saw a void. He saw that we wasn't very sophisticated. We wasn't very savvy with the technology, especially with.
Who is we? You are a Caribbean. That we doesn't work. Let him talk. I'll be listening,
Video
everybody. I'll
editing
be back.
and packaging information. And he saw an opportunity to come in and do a series of DVDs, a series of video production on African history, bringing out certain hidden facts and certain hidden truth about African history, even though some pseudoism as well. But for the most part, he was able to get interviews with a lot of scholars and professors. Tariq Nasheed himself is not a scholar. He's not a intellectual by any stretch of the imagination, but he's been able to utilize the network that was available to him. Because there's a network of scholars all across America who are specialized in Africana study, in our history, and he would feature them. And it really came at a time when it was needed because our people were deeply searching for an identity and, a purpose where we fit into the world. And he capitalized on that. And he became a celebrity for lack of a better word. And his status grew amongst the conscious community because we welcomed him with open arms. We thought that he was one of us. He came to spread light and bring our people together and part of the movement to build Africa, the Pan-African movement. He brought in all these Pan-African scholars who was talking about our liberation. So we welcome him open arms. And, he came to the UK, we welcome him. Wherever he went, we welcome him, And the last time I saw him, he was doing a project on Haiti. We all find that very commendable. But then we notice
So this is the thing. Who supported it? They didn't support it. They didn't ask them for no interview runs or anything to promote the DVD. So whatever they say, so the fuck what? You didn't contribute, so you have no say so, my nigga.
maybe the last 5-7 years, we noticed a big shift. I think the shift started around when Obama became elected. I think when Obama became elected, a movement developed in America called the American Descendants of Slavery. They call themselves the ADOS. It was Yvette Cornell and Antonio Tone, something like that. Can't remember his last name. But they were speaking. They had a radio platform at the time. And at the time, everybody was new to YouTube, was new to social media. And because they was talking about reparation, it got a lot of people's attention. Now, the reparation movement has been on the ground for decades. And Kroba and many other groups were on the ground fighting for reparation or putting in the works for reparation for decades in America, building the coalition, building the political movement, lobbying of the different Congress people and representatives across America, bringing in celebrities, bringing in a lot of people. But when the social media part came in, the ADOS jumped ahead and jumped out and claimed that they are pushing reparation, that the old guards don't know how to push reparation. They're more sophisticated at it. We know what to do. So they took and started to beat the drum of reparation and start to accuse Obama of not delivering. And a lot of people rallied behind them. But then we noticed that they started to speak out against foreigners and other black people. It was extraordinary. It was anti-African. It was xenophobic. It was very hateful.
So if he speaks out on Africans' problems and situations, that's xenophobic. Where are the facts? Where are the receipts? What made it xenophobic? Because he spoke out against you? Are we serious? This is the shit that we have to go through with Pan Africans and other immigrants. Because we speak out against you and we don't like the shit that you do. It's xenophobic and divisive. Are you serious? Nigga, you need therapy, my nigga.
Then the difference developed. A lot of people had difficulty accepting the American descendants of slavery. Everybody was like, what's that? Why would you want to be a descendant of slavery? As if our history began in slavery. So because of that now, Tariq Nasheed jumped into the discussion. He jumped in it and saying, no, we're not descendants of slavery. We're actually foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans, but Tariq Nasheed was not the originator of the term foundational Black Americans. The first time we actually heard that term, at least from my perspective, was Claude Anderson, Dr. Claude Anderson, who worked in the Carter administration back in the 70s.
No, so Tariq Nasheed is the creator of the word foundational. Claude Anderson, he said black natives. That's what I usually go with what Claude Anderson said, and that's black natives. Foundational Black Americans, I don't mind being called black foundational Black Americans because I understand it. I understand it. It's just these Pan Africans and all these other people are not trying to understand it, just like right now. Just like right now. Shabaka, be active. They don't want to understand what the fuck is going on. They want to think that they know everything. That's what they do. They think they know everything. And Shabaka knows everything except how to get to Africa. I tell you that. He knows everything except how to get to Africa. Why don't you know how to get to Africa? Shabaka. And I even said that I'll set up a GoFundMe for you so you can go to Africa. Because I know you're broke. We can tell because you give no donations, my nigga.
Claude Anderson was very vocal about the need for reparative justice for African people. So what Tariq Nasheed did was utilize Claude Anderson's phrase, foundational Black America, hijacked it.
No, that's cap. Claude Anderson warned us about immigration. Claude Anderson warned us about this shit. He said, yeah, be careful because they're going to try to make us the bottom of the barrel. So Claude Anderson was right. I wanted a doc of FBAs going to Africa, taking tours of slave dungeons. They got mad when dudes told them they sold 40 slaves. 40. Was proud of it. Yeah, this is the shit that we got to deal with fucking Africans, and I like Africans, but the shit that your people do isn't really too smart, and I get it, I'm not judging, but yeah, do y'all niggas do you, y'all do you.
Weaponized it and used it to replace American descendants of slavery and cause a rift between that group. So a lot of them split and went towards Tariq now under this new label, this new banner of foundational Black America. But they continue with the same xenophobic denigration, hatred towards all foreigners from African descent. Whether you're from the Caribbean or the Afrobean, we call it, or from Africa or from anywhere else, even from Europe or even from Canada, there would be a very resentful nature towards you. And we no, we just couldn't figure it out. As someone who's been in the struggle fighting for our liberation, we're not surprised that there are people that have resentment of their division amongst our people. What surprises us is that Tariq supposed to have known better. He's supposed to be one of those who are working to heal our people, to bring our people together, to spread a message of global solidarity. Uh, you know, a cooperation between our people to build bridges.
I'm gonna be personally honest. I wouldn't want to do no business with no slave sellers. Technically, y'all are slave sellers. I would never want to do business with y'all, and I'm being honest. Um, I know y'all might not like me saying that, but Africans are slave sellers. The Western Africans are slave sellers. No matter how you put it or what. I don't, and I'm gonna say this, I don't know how Caribbeans feel good even going to Africa, knowing what they did to your ancestors. At least with Black Americans, I can as a Black American, I can be like, well, not all of us was there, but it was 4% that did come from Africa. You know, but with the Caribbean countries and even certain Latin countries, you're African. You know, and it's foul. You know, Shabaka ain't gonna say nothing. Be active one because they want this imaginary unity. There's no unity. There has never been unity. Even with the Latinos, there has never been unity. Unity is Black Americans helping everybody. You know, and like I said, and I told Be Active, as I told Shabaka, why didn't you police these people that were saying all this crazy shit? You see how Shabaka validated the disrespect that they were showing Black Americans. The nigga sound like Brian Donalds when he was validating all of this shit. Like Shabaka's a sellout. And Shabaka's all right being a sellout. He don't give a fuck about Black Americans. Look how many times I said Black Americans and he validated it still. Then when I say, oh, fuck Africa, all this bullshit I gotta hear. I need to read a book, all this other stupid shit. And the thing about it, I help out Africa more than Shabaka does. I help out Africa more than you do, Shabaka. And stop calling me fucking brother. I'm not your brother. Yeah, I want to delineate from Africa. Yes. Why do I want to hold somebody's bullshit? And Africans delineated before us. And I think that was the most smartest thing. Shout out to the Africans who did that. Like, come on. Let's stop doing that. Stop acting like it's a bad fucking thing. They did it, so what? Okay, and I agree with it. Really? And like, you don't give a fuck about Africa anyways. All that shit that's going off in Africa, when have you ever lifted a finger to help? You talking about an African fucking parade in Philly, my nigga. That's all you did. Like, let's stop doing that, Shabaka. Like, you're helping. You're not helping nobody. You're helping your pockets to pay for that white nurse, nigga.
When we see him fostering this division, fostering his hate, openly pushing a concept called delineation in an effort to delineate between different groups of black people based on your colonial master, based on which colonizer colonized you. So if you was colonized by the British, you're one set of African. If you're colonized by the French, you're one set of African. If you're colonized by the Europeans, them in America, you're one set of African. So the FBA under Tariq Nasheed-ism wants to divide black people based on your colonial master. So we in Jamaica, we was colonized by the British, so we're different. We should be segregated based on that. And if that wasn't bad enough, they spend the vast majority of their time on their platform speaking ill and denigrating other African groups and African people, promoting this.
This is why I think there is a delineation. There is like I said, Black Americans be joking around and stuff like that. We even joke around we used to call each other African booty scratcher. Like, come on, let's not do this. Like, we don't say like, this is why I say, yo, y'all niggas really think y'all special out here. You Africans and Latinos and y'all Caribbeans really think y'all special out here. Like, niggas can't joke around with you and niggas should just be bending the knee for you, my nigga. No. Cut that shit out. Like, this shit, like, this is why Shabaka it needs a delineation. Cause sucker bitch ass niggas like you are a bitch nigga. So don't act like you're not. A nigga told you was getting sprayed with water hose and bit by dogs and chased by dogs, and you say, yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah, that's true, nigga. That's what you said. Kwame said that to you. You bend the fucking knee. I don't like niggas like that. The fuck, nigga? I can have a cordial conversation with you, but my nigga, I'm not gonna sit here and let you disrespect me. You's a bitch. Yeah, you's a bitch, Shabaka. No, you want that one. Nigga, I don't need nobody to take care of me, Shabaka. I don't need no man. I don't need nobody to take care of me. Never. They don't want Okay, leave Black Americans alone. Leave Black Americans alone. You don't have to be on my show, Shabaka. This is a FBA channel, right? As you say, I usually say Black American channel. But people like you and this bitch peanut butter looking ass nigga over here have a problem with that. And both of y'all niggas never been to Africa. He got them big ass Asian beads on like he like that. It's African. That shit ain't African, nigga.
False idea of America first, Black America first, this twisted America first. It's as if
And he had a problem
the
with
whole
that.
world is America.
See that? He has a problem with Black Americans putting themselves first. This is the issue. This is why we don't like you niggas. This is why we don't like you Pan-African niggas. Y'all can't even tell the truth. He told the truth, and he's still a bitch ass nigga. He don't like us because we put ourselves first. If we don't put ourselves first, who's gonna put us first? He said it. Let's listen.
This false idea of America first, Black America first, this twisted America first. It's as if
Listen.
the whole world is America. This narrow view of America. And
this is the twisted and nasty and sick shit about fucking Pan-Africanism. They want to say fuck yourself. We don't care about you. Don't care about yourself. Care about Pan-Africanism. They don't care about Black Americans. He just said it. He just said it. Let's listen one more time.
This twisted promoting this false idea of America first, Black America first, this twisted America first. It's as if the whole world is America. This narrow view of America. And it went on for a while. Just this constant bathing in hate, this constant drenching them.
Because we put ourselves first. I want everybody to do this when you get home. Everybody, I want y'all to buy a Pan-African flag. Have a cookout and burn that motherfucking flag. The red, black, and green and the red, yellow, red, gold, and green. Burn both of those fucking flags. Burn it. Buy some Hennessy and let it be VSOP. Don't buy that regular Hennessy. Buy the VSOP one and take a shot for me and you for doing the right things, for doing God's work. This is who Be Active wants us. Be Active wants us to forget about ourselves. Be Active, you want us to forget about ourselves. You know what? I'm going to do something special today. I want to put y'all on. I want to put Be Active and Shabaka in timeout for 15, 30 minutes. I don't want to hear from y'all niggas. And the reason why, it's just because I don't like y'all. I don't usually do this like this, but I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna do 10 minutes. 10 minutes for you and Shabaka, and Be Active. 10 minutes for you, buddy. I want to do this today. It's just, and I'm doing this because I don't like y'all. I'm gonna be personally honest. I'm cordial with you, but I don't like y'all. You know, and it's because you try to fuck my people over. You know, you try to fuck my people over. You know, and I want y'all to listen. Shabaka, you ain't worth shit. You ain't no better than Charles. Old Charlie, you know? You's a sucker. And Be Active, you's a broke ass, fake ass, oh yeah, Black American and Latinos coalition. No, nigga, there's no such thing. There has never been a such thing. You're a fucking liar and a hypocrite. And I hope the Puerto Ricans are watching this. Don't fuck with that nigga. If he can do this to his own people, he will do it to you. I just want y'all to be aware, you know? Let's finish this.
themselves in hate, spewing hate day in and day out on the social media platform.
And don't forget, everybody, the question is, why are they so feared of FBA or Black American unity? And this is why. He said it. He said it. He don't want us to put ourselves first. And his name is his channel is Clear Thinking with Brother Dulini. He don't want us to put ourselves first. He think he's special. He's a foul motherfucker. He's a piece of shit.
Anything negative they can find on African people, they would broadcast it and they would gloat over it and they would use it to show how like despicable African people are, how nasty we are, how different, how the grotesque we are, in a twisted way to validate themselves, to show that they are superior to us, they are better than us. So they don't show the dignity and the wonders and the beauty of African people in America to show how great African people in America is. They show the negativity, any little thing they can pick up on other people of African descent, denigrate them in order to validate themselves. A serious psychological damage, a real mental wound. You can feel and hear the trauma in their utterance. And
I
then
can't
there's
make
this,
this up,
this
everybody.
desire to somehow
I can't make this up.
separate us. As if African American people are isolated from us, have ever been isolated from the global African family. There was never a period, and this is where education is important. They preach a false doctrine, a pseudo claim of a ethnogenesis rooted in African people being indigenous to America. That African people was in America before.
The question is, does he have receipts? We got to see the receipts now since you're saying this.
Columbus arrived. A very unsubstantiated claim. And that they are the foundational Black Americans. And many of them deny their roots in Africa. And some of them would say they mix the indigenous one them in America would mix with explorers who came from Africa. And also with some of those who were enslaved and brought to America. And that's how foundation of Black America was founded. Total lie. No such thing. No evidence of African people being in America prior to the enslavement of African people. The transatlantic trafficking.
He's capping. He has no, you got to show proof, man. You can't just say this and have no proof. This is the thing about y'all Pan Africans, even y'all conscious people. Why don't y'all go against Tariq Nasheed? It's not hard. To me, I think all y'all niggas are scared. Shabaka, you're scared. Be active, you're scared. I think you're Rodrigo, personally. Um, yeah, I think he's scared. You know, you're scared to go against Tariq Nasheed. Like, what? Let me ask y'all a question. Why do y'all at least with Kwame, he comes on everybody's show and try to give people the business, and it fails. But at least Kwame has faith in his own skills, not like Shabaka. Be active. Double Edge. Nah, I never seen Double Edge on it. Double Edge is like 50-50. Black Snow Bunny. Y'all never go on these shows, man. Y'all never go on these shows. And the thing about it, if you do go on these shows, record it and say, yo, Rosalind, yo, I gave that nigga the business. But y'all can't because y'all niggas are scared. His family gets benefits from all the Latino. Yes, all the Latino and Hispanic organizations. It does. And he has a problem, yeah, with Black Americans putting himself first. You're right, Charlie Shaw. I don't know what's up with these people. I don't know what's up with them. You know?
Of enslaved African is how African people was brought to America. That's how our genetics was brought to America. There is no other genetics of African people other than you have to go back 20, 30,000 years ago with the crossing of the Bering Strait in the evolution of humanity when man began to migrate. And then the people migrate to Asia and then to Alaska, down the Bering Strait and into America around 20,000 years ago. Those are the people that they call Native American, indigenous American.
Those Native Americans are Asians. There were already people over here. There has been evidence on it. There has been African fossils. 1,000-year-old African fossils. Like, what is you saying? Like, this is why I always tell people all the time. Yeah, his fake African accent.
Those are not African people as we know it today. And this is the lies that they're teaching each other and propagating just because they hate themselves and they hate their roots as African people. Now, a lot of this is tied in because Tariq is a very petty and twisted individual. So what he does, he ties the reparation movement into this. And he claims that Black people or African immigrants that comes to America is coming to steal their reparation. That the reason why African people are there and mingling with them are now they have this denigrating term that they have popularized by Tariq Nasheedism or Tariqism or Nasheedism. They use the word like Tetter. You hear the minions that he has, like the cult of Tariq now. So that's what it is. You know, they got all these terminology that he creates and he popularizes and he sends it out there. But he's petty enough to try to claim that he's not a leader. And if you see him, he behaved like a clown. He behaved like a comedian. He's an unserious person that happened to be in a position of influence. And instead of using it for good, he used it for folly and shenanigans and joke and to also enrich himself. Because he's a pimp. He's a pimp of African culture, a pimp of African history, and a pimp of our Black identity crisis. He's pimping it for his own benefits. And he's been legitimized over the years by many of the scholars that he brought on his platform. Just by association alone, gave him some legitimacy. And as a result, we come now to Professor James Small, one of our great elders in our African story. He was around in the days of Malcolm X. He was a personal bodyguard to Malcolm X's family. He's intimately affiliated with Malcolm X and the legacy of Malcolm X. Tariq Nasheed featured Professor Smalls in his documentary. Now, granted now, Professor Small has been well known in the consciousness community, in the African consciousness community, the African Renaissance community, the literary tradition of our people, the scholarly tradition of African people. Professor Small is well known. He walked with the likes of John Henry Clark, with Dr. Ben, John G. Jackson, Anthony Browder, Dr. Greg Carr. Professor Small is a highly respected scholar. Professor Smalls remaining silent to see all this denigration, to see all this hate that this man is spewing and encouraging young, impressionable black youth to keep pushing this negativity towards African people. It didn't make no sense.
So he's mad that Professor Small got a backlash. This nigga is crazy. This is that Pan African bullshit I was telling y'all niggas about. This shit is sad, man. All that stuff is bullshit, man. Pan African, and this is why I tell y'all all the time: the Pan African movement is dying. It's dying. What do you want me to say, man? It's not looking good.
We didn't see where it fits in. But Professor Smalls, he's been asked about it on numerous occasions, and he downplayed it. And I have tremendous amount of respect for Professor Smalls. I've met Professor Smalls. I have pictures with Professor Smalls that I may put in this video. So he's highly respected in Europe, in Africa, in the Afrobean, which we call it the Caribbean, in all over. The professor is highly respected. And we're wondering why Professor has not taken a stance as an elder against this negativity towards African people. Why is the so-called FBA is so invested in denigrating African people? Why? What do they benefit from this? They only aiding the enemy. They're only assisting those who want to tear down African people. They have become cannon fodder of the enemy against their own people. Who benefits from that? And Professor Smalls have recently, finally, taken a stance against it and spoke out against it. He can't figure it out himself, why they're doing this, what they hope to gain from this. And Tariq is responsible for this. And Tariq will hide his hand.
Yo, the Black Americans is responsible of this. We're responsible of this. We're the ones who say, like, yo, I'm not fucking with him no more. Tariq Nasheed said he didn't know where this shit came from. He said, why couldn't he call and tell me how he felt? Why would you be in Hidden Color 6 if you felt this way? So what is this man talking about? This is this bozo ass fucking Pan-African shit, man. And it's sad.
He's a petty man. There's no doubt about it. He's a petty, opportunistic man.
So what?
He has no petty integrity whatsoever. Nothing.
Oh, what's going on, Gullery? Shout out to you.
Zero. I have no respect for Tariq. There's very few black men or women that I have come to that conclusion on. But
we don't care. That's the thing. We don't care, old nigga. Old nigga, we don't care. Why are you still trying to talk to some older niggas? Nigga, once I get like 60, 70, my nigga, I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. I gotta leave it to the children. You know, I gotta talk to the old niggas. This nigga still trying to talk to all of us. Like we care. We don't care, nigga. How we Shabaka? Do you have evidence that we're close to the FBI? Do you have evidence? If you don't have evidence, that's strike 2. Show me evidence. And if you can't show me evidence and you try to rationalize over it, I'm gonna sit you down for another 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah, the old head, yeah. Once you become an old head, all you can do is support and do what you can do. But trying to talk to somebody, you can't do it. Over 100 years of this scamming code. Shout out to you. I'm gonna put your joint up here. Hold on. Shabaka, evidence. You said some shit. You said FBA is FBI and CIA. Do you have evidence? Shabaka been running for a very long time. You've been running for my smoke, man.
Tariq is one of them. You know, to further solidify what a sleaze he is, what a slime ball this person is. And I normally don't use these terms to describe another black man. But to show you how petty he is. After Jamaica was hit by a hurricane, a sister called into his program to say that Jamaica has been hit and it's been devastated. And she's trying to raise a little support for Jamaica. And this man told her, say, you know, sister, you called the wrong show. You called it wrong, you come to the wrong place. Them Jamaicans been talking slick. Ain't nothing over here. You call the wrong place. That he's telling her that we're not helping you Jamaicans. You're on your own.
Yeah, you're on your own, player. I called it the new bikini bottom. I called Jamaica the new bikini bottom. So it's yo, my God. Yo, I was really calling Jamaica the new bikini bottom. It was crazy, man. I remember that. Yeah, nigga the new Atlantis, man. Yeah. Salute to you. Shout out to you. But yeah, it's like, yo, I remember that, so I will violate. I'll validate for that. I see. I was there. I think I was actually on that episode of Tariq Radio. Oh no. We listened because Kwame called up that day and and I told him like, yo, I'll send some paper towels over there like Trump did, and he didn't like that shit. I said I'll throw them shits his way, like yeah. Shabaka, do you have evidence? If you don't have okay, time out, buddy. We gotta put you in timeout. You can't just be saying crazy shit. I understand if you're joking, but you can't be saying niggas is CIA and FBI, and you know how niggas be taking that type of shit, Shabaka. So I'm gonna put you at half an hour, all right? Half an hour is good for you. It make you think, nigga. He's probably saying, I don't give a fuck. That nigga, he be flipping out before you sit the nigga down. Told the nigga, yo, answer the question. But yeah, he's right about that. Niggas was nigga had a frenzy with that. But hey, this I'm gonna say this. Jamaica, that should be a lesson learned from y'all. Y'all can't be just out here disrespecting people because shit can happen to you. Shit can go left about your country or your people. Shit can go left, and niggas been telling you about that. You know, and I felt bad for Jamaica, but at the end of the day, it was shine time. It's time to kick these niggas' backs in, you know, but yeah, it's shine time. The fuck? Yeah, and here comes fucking Kwame talk about, oh yeah, the Pan Africans sent, what was it, $3 million over? You knew that nigga was lying. Fucking Jamaica at his best couldn't raise $3 million together. We just know, you know, that's something that you just know. Them niggas can't raise no $3 million in that country, you know.
Imagine that. Look at the images that was coming out of Jamaica. Look how devastated it was. And he was so callous. He was so insensitive. To show you what kind of man he is, what kind of human being he is. I have no respect for somebody like that. He's a disgrace to the human race. He's a disgrace to the African people. He's a disgrace.
So he's mad because niggas didn't help. Nigga, look at your nigga Byron Donalds talking crazy shit. Look at all those Jamaicans that they ain't got no culture. They baby daddies. I want to date somebody with culture. Okay. We don't need help from them. Them niggas is lazy. Okay. Yeah. Please help me, my brother. Help me, my brother. Nigga, we ain't helping you. Niggas told you that they were gonna help you. You should have asked them English, them Jamaican Brits, man. Them Jamaican Brits would have helped. They out there getting money. You know?
Grace to our African struggle. He's a disgrace to every ancestors who have fought for our freedom and for our liberty and for our unification. He's an utter disgrace. And I'm so sorry that I have to come to this, that I have to really come to this. But somebody has to say something. And I think it's my duty to say something on this.
You do that.
You know, the FBA movement is based on falsehood. All of it is a falsehood. They are not pushing no reparation in America. They are not at the table. They're not politically involved in any significant way in any reparation law in America, in any congressman or representative or senator or even at the presidential level. They have no input whatsoever. All the laws on reparation is being pushed by Kroba, the real architect of reparation for African people in America, who is a Pan-African movement. That's what Kroba is.
This shit sounds like Shabaka talking. We don't care, my nigga. I'm gonna be personally honest with this. We don't care. We don't care about other countries because when it comes to Black Americans, and this is why I say, like, yo, I hope y'all are paying attention. I'm hoping that y'all are paying attention. These people get mad when we put ourselves first. But these people put themselves first all the fucking time. Look how Shabaka talk about help Africa. I'm going to Africa. I'm going to Africa. Nigga get bit by one of them Zika virus fucking mosquitoes. He's coming back over here. That Pan African dream is gonna be pushed right down the fucking river. It's gonna be shattered dreams. Yeah. There was one time Kwame dropped his phone while he was on live with me and started running. Ice was after that nigga. Yeah. That nigga was hiding in the trap. That nigga was hiding in a trap house for like 2 months. Yeah. Ice is after Trump. I mean, after Kwame right now. You know? And Kwame, and yo, Shabaka wasn't happy with Kwame because Kwame said, like, yo, he said, look at all these Africans be disrespecting black people. Yo, I clipped that shit so fast. Yo, Shabaka, that old nigga look like, yeah. You gotta kick these niggas' backs in, man. I remember that episode too, man. That shit. Please help me. You are brothers.
In
We are
America.
brothers.
They are the real deal. Reparation for African people, reparations for African people in America will be determined by the experts. Those who have studied people, those who have studied anthropology, history, those who are experts in the field of economics, those who are expert in the field of population demographics and using DNA and genetics to map population and the growth. It will be the statisticians and the mathematicians. It will be the scholars and the academics. It will be the experts who determine who get what and what amount and what resources go to where. It will not be these social media bandits, these petty, self-hating Africans that running around. They will not be determining it. Matter of fact, they'll probably be the beneficiary of some of the psychological reparations that will be implemented. Because that their very existence necessitate reparation for African people.
He's mad.
I'm telling you that right now.
He's
Their
mad.
very existence show you how badly.
Nigga, Pan-Africanism is dead. That shit is dead, my nigga. No, he's that shit is dead, man. And then this is why I said niggas think they're special
The
out
damage
here.
we are as
I'm done with this rack ass nigga. This nigga think he's special out here begging for help. Y'all niggas better stop begging for help and fight, you know? I can probably do one more, maybe two more, but let's do this last one.
You know how I know Black Americans really are just kind of capping in their whole belief in we are foundationally Black Americans and we are always from here and we are different from every other Black person and us is different from them type shit. And like Black Americans try to act like this type of Black is different from that type of a Black. Like, but you know how I know that they really are? You're full of it. As of any Black person that believes that in this season of life, you're full of it. And I know that. Because I already know where those feelings stem from. And it really is just because you want to be in proximity to white people. You're scared of being on your own. You want to be as close to American power as you can without having to do anything. So you don't want to leave the power of America, which is white people power. You want to still be associated with it, but you want to act like, you're fighting the fight. So yeah, you're different from white people, but yet you're trying to attach to a white person shit. So this whole belief of, I am a FBA, and it's false to me. It's very false, and it exposes just...
She's saying something, but she's talking, but she's not really saying anything. She's really not saying anything.
Someone operating in feelings and emotions, and that's it. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? I see through the falseness and the cap of it. Because how Black Americans think shows that they cannot then claim this FBA shit. Why? Because a Black American, and I've been in this country more years than I've been from home. So I'm born here fully Black American. So I know what I'm talking about when I say how Black Americans speak. Black Americans look at a German person, as a French person. They look at an Italian person, a Turkish person, a Russian person. Black Americans only see these people as white. You tell a Black American, what's a Russian? That's a white person. What's an Irish person? That's a white person. Black Americans look at all shades of whatever it is as white. They don't say, white Americans are foundationally Americans and that all the other white people are different.
White people are immigrants. Yeah, white people are immigrants. And I will explain that because most of them are Ellis Island anchor babies. They know where they're from. They're from Germany, Scotland, Britain, Ireland. They know where they're from. They know that they're not from here. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because they know where their culture comes. They're not really pure Americans. The purest Americans is probably the red and black natives. Not the Latinos, the red and black natives. And the reason why I do say that because the admixtures, the culture, what they brought to America. Did the white Americans bring something? Yeah, they brought violence. They brought violence. They brought certain inventions, but mostly they brought violence and genocide and sexual assaults. We can't act like it doesn't exist. I'm just, as I said, I'm being real frank about the situation. But yeah, let's keep on going.
They don't. A black American sees a Russian and say that's a white person. They see a Russian person, that's a white person. They see a French person, that's a white person. They don't, black Americans don't see a Russian as a different person or as a different race or whatever as as a white person in America. They just know, okay, this person is from Russia, but black Americans still look at the two of them as just being white. These are just white people. One is from here, one is from there. So black Americans are able to identify this in other people. But when it comes to yourselves, all of a sudden, the rules change. All of a sudden now, if you're a black from this person, you're a totally different black. Black Americans don't see themselves, don't look at it as, and not all black Americans, I'm specifically talking about those that are right now trying to champion this FBA shit like it's something different, like you're a different type of a black. You're not. The way African Americans look at all white people is the same way they should therefore be able to look at all black people. And know that even if you're a black person from China, you're still black and you're still the same family. You're just black from China. If you're an African person, you're just a black person from there. If you're a black person from Jamaica, or you're a black person from St. Lucia, or you're a black person from the Bahamas, you're still black. There's no difference. It's just you're from Bahamas and I'm from here.
Cap, because we know the difference is that you came from the slave ship. A lot of us in America, there were already people here. And even certain people in your country can question, are they more native than Africans? Because with us, like I said, there was a crazy admixture, you know. With your country is very small, so it's going to be different.
Into the logic used to identify white people. Black people see an Irish, a German, a Russian, a French person, a Dutch person, a Hungarian person. They just see these people as white. That's what we label them as. These are just white people. Yeah, different places, but they're just white people. So therefore, why do we now want to change that goalpost when it comes to yourselves?
Because y'all made those rules. Y'all delineated from us first. Like we can't. This is what I'm trying to say. Why are we acting like this did not fucking happen? Like we're acting like this shit did not happen. It happened. Like I know they're mad, but at the end of the day, you can't be mad at Black Americans agreeing with you. You know?
Why do we want to change that when it comes to how we look at each other? No, we're all just black people. We're all just black. Some is from here, some is from there, some is from there, but we're all just black people. Period. And we're not even black people. We all just kind of have collectively just really just taken on the name or the label as black for understanding, so we can all just identify each other and be able to just speak to each other and not have to always, where's this one from, where's that one from? Like, it's a universal identification. So we have accepted it. But I don't know why Black Americans now want to make it seem like black doesn't apply to just every black person.
It doesn't.
Because I've watched so many videos and I've even heard people talking about this. Well, no, she's not black. She's from Puerto Rico, but it's an Afro Puerto Rican, somebody who knows they're black, somebody who even associates with the African continent. So they know they're black, but I'll hear Black American. Well,
I wouldn't even say they're Black American. I would say that they're African American. African American, because that Africans have more African genetics than Black Americans. Not DNA, but genetics, like genetically, because don't forget, a lot of those people did come off the slave ship, you know. And she's talking with emotion, and I get it. You're hurt because you know you don't want to deal with this shit by yourself, and the walls are getting smaller, and it happens, you know. Yeah, but you got to blame yourself. You got to be accountable for your own actions.
they're not black.
The African
So what are you
American.
talking about? So you can look at white people in that same regard,
Yeah.
why then does it change when you're now looking at yourself? Oh, because you don't want to identify. You don't want to identify as being something separate. You want to still be able to plug into the white man system of America. That's really all it is. Because to you, all white people are just white. It doesn't matter where they're from.
Yeah.
But when it now comes to black people's story, all of a sudden they are ready to see the differences.
We special.
How crazy.
Because I'm special, baby.
You are willing to not see differences in other people, but when it comes to yourself, you are so critical, and now you are ready to decipher every single difference amongst yourselves. Why? So you can have a reason to divide amongst yourselves. Make that shit make sense. I don't support that shit at all.
Who cares,
I don't.
yo?
I really don't.
We don't care because you're a Caribbean. You're a Caribbean lady. We don't care.
We say white for other people, but when it's time to talk about ourselves, all of a sudden we are ready to now realize everybody is different. God forbid we're able to just see each other as one people. There's no race more united than white people on this planet. None. Hence why they keep bodying motherfuckers.
No, that's not true. You talk to Robin, St. Michael's about the small hats. Oh my God. She's a liar. You Pan Africans is liars.
Black people can look at every white nation as just white people. Yeah, but this one is from here. But when it comes to our own story, we are ready to divide. Make that shit make sense.
Yeah, their feelings is hurt out here, man. I'm gonna be yeah, everybody. Their feelings is hurt out here. We hurt their feelings. They're not feeling us right now, man. And I'm gonna say this. A lot of y'all immigrants, y'all gonna have to get used to that. Y'all gonna have to get used. This shit is a norm. Y'all gotta adapt with society. This is the new society right now. FBA, Foundational Black American, is the new society. We don't give a fuck how you feel. We don't give a fuck what you say. Y'all niggas is not special out here. It's all about FBA. It's about we coined our own self. We validated and said like, yo, that's us. We don't care about these old niggas, these old Pan African. What is it? These Pan African, fucking monkey knuckle eating niggas. We don't care about y'all niggas no more. Shit got serious out here. Niggas is out here fresh. And I'm gonna say this to New York. Y'all niggas, yo. These niggas who be popping up on my show, man, these broke New York niggas, y'all gotta handle them. These Shabaka and Be Active, them niggas is broke out here. Them niggas making you look bad on my show. Y'all niggas is broke out here. Y'all ain't got a pot to piss in. Yo, nigga, what is going on in New York? What's really going on in New York? Y'all niggas need me to come back down there and help y'all niggas out. Come on, man. Y'all niggas can't be fucking around with these broke niggas no more. Y'all niggas need to get y'all paper up, man. Cause niggas used to look up to you and talk about, yeah, niggas in New York are getting money and stuff. I used to come down, yo, get my money up in New York. Now y'all niggas is broke under Magami. That nigga made y'all broke. Your Ugandan Indian brother. I call him Mugami Harris. But I want to thank all of y'all. I'm gonna give my shout out to them a flex. Because I still gotta work out with everybody. Oh shit. Shout out to broke ass Be Active. Shout out to Miss Charlie Shaw. Shout out to you, Miss. Shout out to Miss D. Six Women Sports. Shout out to you. Armageddon BX. Shout out to BX, man. And kick Shabaka Be active off the block, man. Them niggas is broke. Them niggas is wasting y'all niggas time in BX. Shout out to FBA Convo. Salute, salute. Gullery. What's going on, Gullery? Had long time no see. Renaissance Woman. Shout out to you, dear. Ali Howard. Malaikum Salam. And my man over here, Nats, was it Nito Swan. Shout out to you, player. Uh, Welsh, man. Shout out to you, Wiz Mason. And Amira, if I'm saying your name right. Shout out to Amir or Amira. Oh, American. I'm sorry, American. Shelly, right after motherfucker. My fault, American. Um, but everybody, oh yeah, shout out to our buddy on Kick, our buddy on Kick, a New York native, Robin. Shout out to you, Robin. Salute, salute. Thank everybody, and I will see you tomorrow night, probably in the afternoon. We'll do a 3.5 hour show. We're gonna kick these Pan Africans back soon again because they've been bugging out. We'll be kicking their back in. But we'll see y'all tomorrow afternoon or night, and take care.